ya está de vuelta a la competición más electrizante del año. Si te apasiona la robótica, Eurobot Spain te reta a participar en su competición internacional de robótica para jóvenes de todas las edades. Únete a nosotros y podrás llegar a la Luna, recolectar tartas de la abuela, repoblar Marte o contribuir a crear un mundo mejor. ¿A qué esperas? Equipos de toda España se reunirán aquí, en Alcalá de Henares, Ciudad Patrimonio de la Humanidad, para conocer al mejor robot y competir por el título nacional. Y recuerda, si quieres saber más, solo tienes que visitar eurobot.es o seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales. ¿Te apuntas?
Hi everyone, welcome to this first Eurobot International Final hosted here in Spain. And now, for starting this session, we are going to have some speeches from these guys here with me today. My name is Roberto, and here with me is going to be Colin, and we are going to be your hosts for this event. And now, first, let Julio Pastor, President of Eurobot Spain, head of the local organizing committee. Then we will going to hear something from the director of the Polytechnic School, Bernardo Arcos. And finally, we are going to hear the Vice President for Official Studies of the University of Alcalá, Javier Acevedo. So let's start with Julio Pastor.
Thank you very much. Well, good morning to everybody. First of all, I would like to welcome to the Eurobot Junior International Final. It is a real pleasure to have you here in the Polytechnic School to the University of Alcalá. I would like to say that we hope this day will be a great experience for all participant teams. Eurobot Junior, of course, is a competition, and all you have worked very hard to get your robots here. But should not forget that this is also a wonderful opportunity to share and to see what other teams are doing and to learn about what the teams are doing. I encourage you to make the most of these days, not only to compete, but also to talk to the other participant and to share. I would also mention few practical organization points that are important. Please remember to check the program activities in the web page. In the web page, we have all the information. In particular, today at 4:30 p.m., we will have a reception in the City Hall of Alcalá de Henares, that is in the center of the city. So you can have the meal here and go to the center of the city. Well, there is a bus, the number 2, that goes directly to the center. And then we will have a visit to the city. Alcalá de Henares is a UNESCO World Heritage City known by its historic university and the city center. So I hope it will be interesting. At the end of the competition, all the teams will have a gift from the organization, so don't leave before the end, because at the end we will give you something that you to remember the competition. And one important thing, as you know, this is a technical school. There are exams now, so please be quiet. Don't go over the schools making noise. Just stay here in the blue part, or going to the cafeteria that is in the yellow part, just in front. You can cross the square here, and not to go over the school, because we have exams and that is important. In the cafeteria, you can have something for it. There is two parts. Upstairs, you can order and you can have some sandwiches, but in the downstairs, there is a restaurant with you can eat a full meal. Well, I wish you the best for luck, and I hope you enjoy the experience. Learn a lot and take home great memories from these days of University of Alcala. Welcome to Eurobot and good luck.
Thank you very much, Julio. We will now continue with a welcome address from the Director of Polytechnic School here at the University of Alcala. Everybody please welcome warmly Bernardo Alacos.
Thank you. Dear participants, members of organization committee, students and robotic enthusiasts, as director of the Polytechnic School of the University of Alcala, it's a great honor to welcome you to our school, which today, more than ever, is becoming an epicenter of technological talent. For the University of Alcala, hosting an event of the magnitude, history, and prestige of Eurobot is not only a great pleasure, but also a confirmation of our commitment to innovation, applied engineering, and talent development. We would like to thank all the volunteers and companies that have made the organization of this event possible. And we would like to thank all the teams participating in the competition. I am fully aware that the sacrifice it takes to get here behind every circuit board, every line of control code, every 3D printed part, and every navigation test, there is a story of perseverance. You have learned to cope with frustration and sensor fails and redesign on the fly, and to collaborate under pressure. Regardless of the final outcome of this competition, I want you to know that you have already won the most valuable prize, the experience of developing a complex technological project from scratch. That is the true spirit of engineering. I wish all the teams the best of luck, enjoy the competition, share knowledge with your teammates, learn from today's mistakes to improve tomorrow, and above all, have fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bernardo. And now, finally, for closing this welcome, let's receive the Vice President for Official Studies of this university, Mr. Javier Acevedo.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. We are very proud to have this international competition here. Today is a real honor for the University of Alcala. So we want to thank you, the International Eurobot Committee, for giving us their confidence. And we really hope that all the experience and all the organization will be okay these days. I'm quite sure about this. So, dear participants, being here means that you have developed a real good job in your countries, real good robots, and you are going to make some good competition. But just please take my advice, don't focus on winning, just make new friends from other countries. It's a real good experience for all of you. Learn from each other and enjoy these days, enjoy this beautiful city. If you are going to visit this afternoon, it's a little warmer, but I really hope that you will be okay. So I would like to recognize the effort of many people that have made this possible. First of all, I want to recognize the labor of the people that are accompanying these teams, teachers in many cases, and that makes you, they have taught you to make some robots with you, and without their enthusiasm, Eurobot could not be celebrated anywhere. Also, I want to recognize the labor of the staff members, the speakers, all the volunteers that you have here with black and white t-shirts, students, engineering volunteers, and some professors that are colleagues of me. And I have to say that as I suffered that they spend many hours giving the best of their job for this to make possible. And last but not least, I would like to thank you, Julio Pastor, real heart of this event in Spain. So without his strength and enthusiasm, it would be not possible for us to have this competition here. So please take a applause for all of them. And so, dear participants, just enjoy, have some good days, and good luck for all of you. Thank you very much.
Javier, thank you very much, and thank you to everybody for being here. We're really excited. With this, we will conclude the opening welcome session. The Eurobot Junior International Final 2026 will begin now in just a few moments. Teams, please get ready and pay attention and follow the instructions from our referees and the organizing staff. Good luck to all teams and enjoy the competition. Thank you very much.
So we are very excited because today we are having 16 teams from all over the EMEA region. Also, farther beyond, we are having teams from El Salvador, we are having teams from Nigeria, we are having teams from all over Europe and further beyond. So we are very excited.
It's going to be a fantastic competition, like Roberto said. This opportunity to have teams from all over around the world not only showcases, I think, the incredible intelligence and the incredible drive, but also just how far robotics has come in the last few years. 5, 10, 20, all the way to 100 years, how far robotics has come to have this fantastic competition. And what an honor it is to have it here in Alcalá as well. Roberto, can you tell me a little bit more? What can we expect today from the competition? What can we expect to see from some of our contestants?
Yes, so maybe we can start by reviewing our schedule for today. So now at 9:30 you have seen this welcoming event. Now at 10 we are going to start with the first rounds until 1 o'clock. Then teams can go to lunch. And finally, as Julio said before, at 4:30 we have a tour for the city of Alcalá. So I think it's going to be great because this is one of the most beautiful cities in Spain and in the world, maybe. Also, you have the luck to be in Spain, which is, I think, the country with the best food ever made. Because that's a fact. It's not an opinion.
I think the only question really is, do we talk about tortilla con cebolla or sin cebolla? That's really the question that maintains. But yes, like again, we're very excited to begin here. We're going to have the teams get started here in just a few moments, and we'll see you all very soon.
Okay, so here I'm seeing like the first teams today. J33 is Rockraft from Novi Sad in Serbia. So, and now here we have Factor Sorpresa, which is from here Spain, from Solares. The E is Ricardo Bernardo.
As we see the teams get ready here, we're seeing a lot of emotion, a lot of different pieces, a lot of moving different types of robots. For some of our first-time viewers out here, Roberto, for people that may be watching the first time, or people that may be just becoming interested in robotics, can you tell us a little more? We see one big robot, we see a few smaller ones. Can you help explain a little bit as to what we can see from these robots here?
Okay, we are going to show this, having 3 minutes for getting ready the robots. Let's check what is going on here. Remember that you can be with the hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026, commenting in social media, all the things. You have at Alcabot UAC for following this competition.
All right. We have our robots getting set here.
Okay, so they are telling me Discovery 1 and Frost, if they can go here to the stage to start preparing their team, it's going to be great.
So again, for our viewers at home, Robocraft will be represented in the yellow, Factor Sorpresa in the blue.
Okay, so as I was saying before, they have 3 minutes now for getting ready everything. They have the big robot, which is humanly controlled by the teams. And then the small robots are called the CIMAs. They are going to be launched when 10 seconds for the end are reached. Remember that these matches are 90 seconds long. And I don't know what else to say by now, so let's check with the teams how they are doing. Okay, so they're getting ready.
Tell me more, a little more, Roberto. In these starting positions here, is there a certain strategy in how they want to begin, or is it mandatory for them to start in a set position?
We're really seeing with the April competition here hosted in Spain that we had several teams that have, for example, these ones are going with cable, the others are going with infrared or Bluetooth controllers, but here I'm seeing cable, and there I think it's gonna be a PlayStation controller. That's also very typical in this competition.
That's fantastic. Very, very familiar for some of our viewers at home too. Personally, more of a PlayStation guy myself, not Xbox. I don't know about you.
It's similar to a PlayStation controller. Well, here we have the next team getting ready for the match, but first one is going to be this one. Okay, also, like you can see a PlayStation 3 controller. That's, like I was saying, very common to see in this competition.
So typically then, if they don't use a PlayStation-style controller, what are the other options that some of our contestants can use?
Yes, for example, as we are seeing with this team, they have a box full of buttons, and I think it's an Ethernet cable, so maybe controlled by a Wi-Fi or any other protocol, but let's see. So now what they are doing, it's like putting a cord, which has to be 500 millimeters, so once it starts the match, they take all the cords at the time, and that way the CIMAs know when to start, because they're going to be the last 10 seconds.
Excellent. So it sounds like a little bit of a little skill is needed, but also some delicateness, a little bit of touch when we move these pieces.
Yes, we hope they don't get too hard or too soft, because
I certainly hope not. A lot of effort seems to be thrown away, but just in one moment.
remember that these teams have participated before in the Eurobot Spain version, and they've won, so they are here today showing their efforts to all Europe. Okay, so I think they're ready to start. Okay, so there is a minute remaining. Okay, so I think we are starting right now with this match. And we are waiting for a
green
horn.
light somewhere soon here.
Okay, so we are seeing some incidents, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we're starting the first match for today. Remember, 90 seconds.
And here we go. It looks to seem to me that Robocraft is coming out incredibly strong here, moving with incredible speed.
Okay, so the team has also moved the blocks to their zone. They are trying to move, I think, the temperature. No, they're moving the wood. And now the cursor for temperature. The idea for that cursor is to maintain the level at 10, which gives the greatest punctuation. And now they're moving the rest of the boot.
Incredible movement here. I really love this strategy of having this mirror on the robot here from Factor Sorpresa, an ability to see maybe different angles, the different colors of the blocks and where they are, because the robot is so big. In comparison to that from Robocraft, a little smaller, a little bit faster, but both well-created ideas.
The idea is moving like the robot represents a squirrel and the wood is representing acorn. So they need to put them in like the tree of them, so they can eat in winter.
Madre mia, you're making me hungry now, Roberto. All right, we only have about 30 seconds left here in the first competition in this first round.
Yes, we are starting the last 30 seconds. So we are expecting the CIMAs to go off real quick, like in 10 seconds. We are going to see these small robots starting. So let's hope they do the best. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And now we see the CIMAs start moving. In this team, there are 2 CIMAs that have not started. Now, these are autonomous robots. And this is the end of the first match for today.
Sorpresa. Excellent work here by Factor Sorpresa at the end.
Excellent
A good push to get the most points that they could in the last few seconds.
Okay, so now we're going to see the results. And the other team has, it's ready for today. So we're seeing from this team 3 for CIMAS and 1 principal robot. And for the other team, J07, let me check where I have the papers and I can.
In our next competition here in Field B, we will have Discovery 1 taking on Frost. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see as we get our robots setting up here in this next section. Similar styles, similar shapes of robots. Let's see if the outcome will be the same. We're going to quickly see in just a few minutes here how they're going to move.
Okay, so here we are having Frost from Władysław in Poland. And the other team, let me check the number. It's J13, which is Discovery 1 from Manuba in Tunisia. So both teams seem to be ready. They have 1 minute remaining for preparation. And here the referees are taking the amount of points they have earned this match.
Roberto, can you tell us a little bit more as we begin this next competition here? Is there a set strategy that most of these teams want to have, or is it really just a little bit more reactionary, moving as fast as they can when they can?
Well, that's a great question. I think we can ask the teams, so if they have any strategy, because like they control the robots, they can do whatever they want, but we can try to ask the teams if they want to share with us that information, or maybe it's secret and they don't want to share how they're winning today.
Very true, don't want to get that out there.
Maybe.
Excellent. We see that the referees are tallying.
So if you can tell us something about if you have any strategy for taking the boot into place?
Well, I'm very, very nervous. I had a little bit of time, but our robot is very fast, so I could.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Maybe let's ask the team from Serbia if they have any strategy. Please. Hi. Hi. Buenas. Do you want to share with us any strategy you're using for today? So like, they are a bit nervous now, but if you want to share something with the public, you can ask us and we'll let you tell something to everyone.
All right, so the teams in Field B are ready. We're going to get started here in just a few seconds here. And it looks like we are ready, geared up, and raring to go for round 2. Discovery 1 in yellow, Frost in blue. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
Okay, so our volunteers are preparing the random placement of the acorn boots. So here in the computer they have like the display of how they should put the boot, because it's the random colors, because some robots can take and flip the boot so it changes color.
That is an incredible piece of information here. Flipping these acorns seems to be, if I were making a robot myself, that would want to be my #1 strategy. Basically flipping any and all colors, forcing the opponents to try to make something else out of a different color.
Okay, so it seems like they are ready to start anywhere soon. So let's wait to see how this is gonna go. Okay, so I think that we are starting in nothing. So let's check here today. Are ready. Okay, so we are ready to go. Let's see if they start anywhere soon. Remember, 90 seconds, and in the last seconds of the match, we are gonna see the small robots that are called CIMAS.
We're seeing again here the deployed strategy.
Okay, so we're ready. 1, and go.
Here they begin.
We see the first robots moving. As before, we have one with cable controlled, another wireless with a PlayStation 3 controller.
I'm loving this
Look,
tremendous.
this is what I was saying, that some robots can flip the wood and change color.
My goodness gracious, it looks like that's a tremendous strategy moving here forward, and that's the first thing they do here. Obviously, they're coming out here with a set strategy, a set intention. Let's see what they're going to do in the next few seconds.
We're seeing now the Polish team making some directions for his colleagues.
Wow, and look at the way,
time.
and look at the way that this robot moves over here, Robert. They've got set orientations where
Yes.
the robots or the wheels are set in one way,
Yes, for
but it
example,
can move
these
both
wheels
laterally
are-
and horizontally.
Yes, these wheels are like normal because I think they should have a crazy wheel at the beginning, but these wheels can move in either direction. So if you move once in one direction or there's another, it's gonna flip or go straight. So it's more easy to control that.
Absolutely. And it looks like we've got some chance going on here from one team. We love the energy. We're loving the energy here.
Okay, so this team is using like suction cups for making the flip, and I think this one is gonna use some motors to take the pieces.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. It looks like we've got almost an entirely set, the same strategy from both
Yes.
from both teams here, using these mechanics to flip them.
Okay, so we are seeing the first CMAS start to move. This one has, it's not correctly set, so it's stuck here. In the other team, we see the CMAS.
This one
that
unfortunately
are
seems to have an
already
attitude
ended.
problem.
And this is the end for the first match of today.
Great energy, great competitive competition shown by both sides here. I'm really loving the energy, the camaraderie that we're seeing from some of these teams. It looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit for the referees to count these scores, but from the looks of it, Robert, it looks like they've got quite a few.
Yes, I think it's gonna be like very tight because both teams seem to be really great. And here maybe we are gonna see the results in any second.
Excellent. So let's have a look here.
Okay,
Back
so we
in.
have already Factor Sorpresa has won this match, 99 points. The team from Serbia is 79 points, Robocraft.
An incredible move here from Factor Sorpresa. Just 1 point shy of 100, while Robocraft coming not so far behind with 79. We're going to see how they fare on, how these points are going to tally up in the coming days, or rather in the coming hours of this competition. But quite a strong start from the Spanish side, Factor Sorpresa.
Yes. Now we are having our volunteers preparing the field for the next round. And in here we have the referees taking the points earned by both teams.
Excellent. While we wait for this next field, for field A to be set and ready, let's ask real quick some of our contestants how they felt about this last participant, or this last competition. Tell me, my friend, that was an excellent performance on this last side here on field B. What seemed to happen with this last team here? What exactly happened in your opinion?
I don't know.
Something crazy, yeah, maybe a bit of an attitude problem, maybe not enough coffee for this individual, yeah? Something like this, but anyways, we'll count these points up here, we'll get started on the next one.
Let's try if maybe the other team wants to share something with us about their strategy. This J07 Frost team. So maybe if you want to share something with us about how does your robot work?
Our robot works by rotating the blocks. These are 4 electromagnets. They stick the blocks to the servos. The servos rotate them 180 degrees, so they could be blue colored, you know.
Okay, for example, tell me more about your controller, because we are used to see wireless controllers like PlayStation 1s, but this one is like quite original for you?
Well, we thought wire control would be better because no interference from other devices, you know.
Okay, that's a very clever approach. Let's see if we have now new teams in this field.
We do have new teams setting up here in field A. Coming up against each other is going to be Paisiegobot versus Game Team. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's remember, these are the best of the best that we have for our junior robotics competitions. These are the cream of the crop. As we like to say, we're going to be expecting to see some incredible competition, some incredible movement from some of these people. And we're going to see very quickly what sides they will represent from both Paisiegobot and Game Team. Tell me,
As a fun fact, I'm seeing that Eurobot is the same high school from the Factor Sorpresa that just won. And the other one, a game team, it's game team that is from the high school Robotique Saint Louis from Vigy-Châtillon in France.
Fantastic. It seems that there's going to be that there's a lot of brain power in this one high school from Spain, but also of course from Game Team as well here. Game Team will be represented in blue, Eurobot in the yellow, and madre mia, look at this already, Roberto. Look at the
Yes.
sophistication, how
This is like
big, but also how
very
beautiful.
colorful and very beautiful. Yes.
Absolutely, this looks like the type of computer that I want to have in my room to play my own video games.
Well, the other is also quite beautiful, but this one I think is more like metal, and the other is 3D printed. Maybe that we can ask the teams about. Well, maybe now they are a bit nervous, so maybe later we can.
Maybe a little
ask them.
after,
Yes.
yeah. It's a shame, Roberto, because I know that you're not a referee, but tell me, they don't score any points for having a beautiful robot.
No points are given for beautiful.
So what a shame. If again, certainly I'm not a referee myself, but these ones would be near the top. Let's see.
This is like a gamer style with all those RGB.
Yes, it looks incredible with the lights. You know, maybe you can show some fog, some steam as well too. Make it very dramatic, very cool.
And also, I'm seeing that this team has a lot of CMAs because we are used to 3 at most, and we are seeing here. I see 4, 5, 6 CMAs, and one little one in the scenario.
So that's quite an important piece of information here, Roberto. That would tell to me that I would assume that Game Team is going to be looking to deploy the CMAs as part of their primary strategy. Of course, they only have very few seconds at the end part of the competition.
Only 10 seconds for the CMAs, and we are seeing a custom-made controller also, so this team looks like very pro.
Very pro, very pro.
Let's go there so we can see also the other team, because I'm sure
let's
they are also great. We're seeing here some servo motors, also a custom-made controller. So if you want to tell something about your robot or your controller or something while we wait.
In Spanish. Yeah, this robot is so confident because we have been working on them for like 2 months, and we have so many aspects on it.
Yes, also this team was here in April with us in the Eurobot Spain final. Okay, so last seconds for getting ready the robots.
Last seconds for Eurobot, last seconds for Game Team. We're going to get started here in just a few seconds.
Yes. So we are starting anywhere soon. Now this is like they should put the acorn pieces
in random order,
in a
correct?
random point that is generated by the computer.
Very much so. Important pieces.
So now we are seeing that the teams cannot touch the robots. Only the volunteers are now setting up the acorn booth. And when they are finished and they are ready, we are going to see the start of the match.
Excellent. I cannot wait for this competition. It seems as if every match is going to get much better and better. The robots keep getting more impressive. The strategies seem to be more interesting as well, with so many CMAs and so many different great representations from different countries and different places here at Eurobot Junior Finals.
And we are just beginning because we are having 3 hours of robots.
That's 100% correct. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Stay tight, stick tuned. We're going to have a great day for you guys.
So we are seeing that anywhere soon these teams are going to start. So I think we are ready, and 2, 1, and go.
And off they go. We have with Eurobot again being represented from Spain, and Game Team represented from France here. Let's see what they're going to do in the beginning. We're going to see some flipping of the blocks straight away.
With the suction cups.
Yes, it seems to be that is the strategy immediately for Game Team here. Whereas, wow, we've got quite a heist here moving on over here from Eurobot, moving all of these blocks at once, but now moving to the other nest to get some more blocks over here.
Yes, the Eurobot is more like a strategy of pushing, and the other one with the suction cups is going to flip the boot and also move across the field. We're seeing also Eurobot maybe trying to move the cursor for temperature. They are going.
There's some incredible speed, I think, that we're
so
seeing
they have achieved that temperature cursor,
And a successful flip as well by Game Team,
Yes.
flipping some of these yellow blocks into blue ones.
Okay, we have some blue acorn in the correct area. We are seeing now a little bit more of precision and flipping. They have flipped the two boots, turning blue all the four. We are now expecting the French robot to go to the last boots they have seen. They have flipped all.
I'm seeing something quite unique and quite interesting here, Roberto. It seems as if both of these robots are trying to move on either
Yes,
side,
yes.
trying to recoup.
Okay,
some
so
of the
we
other
are
pieces.
getting the last seconds of this match. Now the CMAs are start working. We are seeing that all the CMAs from the French team, from this game team, have moved. The teams, and this is the end for this match.
Excellent pieces and points here. Of course, as we know at the end, 5 points are given to each team's robot if they are partially inside their nest, and 10 if they are entirely in. It seems as if we're going to see if Game Team was able to sneak in here at the last moment, at the last seconds, having a little bit of some confusion and, of course, a little bit of difficulty in counting all of the acorns in a unique, a bit of a tricky position
Okay,
here.
so
So
now
we're
we
gonna
are
start.
seeing in the other field that both teams are ready. We are seeing J02, which is Wobbly Wibbly Bots from Ignacio Yacuria High School here in Alcalá de Henares. And also we are seeing here, let me check if I can find the number, Walter and the Chimpanks. I think this one is the team from El Salvador, that it's quite far from Spain. So this has been a great effort for you coming here.
This next competition, like Roberto had said, a Spanish affair between Alcalá de Henares' own Wobbly Wiggly Bots and Walter and the Chipmunks. It seems as if there will be no sort of confusion in strategy between these two teams. They both share the same language, but let's see if the results will also be similar between these two robot teams.
We are seeing that both of robots are going to be wireless controlled. Until now, we only see that one team is wired and the other one is wireless, but now we have both wireless. I don't know if there's going to be some interference between them. That's something we are going to discover now.
Sure, sure. It seems as if these robots have different types of materials. Of course, there's wired and wireless. I'm seeing some from Legos, some from wood. Is there a type or a material that works best, or is it really just up to the decision of the team?
So it's up to the decision, but for example, wood is easier to manipulate. 3D printed or metal, I don't know what that is. It's
3D
like
printed too, yeah.
more professional maybe, and it can be made with more precision. But that's up to the teams how
Very
they
much so.
make the robot.
Very much so.
They have some size limitations, obviously. And we are seeing that results. Discovery 1 team has won with 111 points, and Frost 81 points. So we are seeing that this team from where I have this team, the Discovery 1. So Discovery 1, the team from Manuba, Tunisia, is now the one that has scored the most. So let's wait and we can take a look after who wins.
Incredible point distribution there from our last teams. But as we get set here between Wobbly Wiggly Bots in the yellow and Walter and the Chipmunks, our teams are setting up their final pieces. The referees are getting in place. We're flipping over these blocks to be random, and we're going to get started very, very shortly.
Yes, because I think that the volunteers have already placed all the... We are seeing here that they are discussing about some boot placement, maybe that they are not perfectly placed. So we need to ensure that every piece is perfectly placed in the field, because if not, it's not going to be fair for the teams.
Of course, of course.
Okay, so I think that all checks are already done, and we are expecting the teams to start anywhere soon. Okay, okay.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Wobbly Wiggly Bots here from Alcala in the yellow and Walter and the Chipmunks in the blue.
So I remember this team was the one who won here in Alcalá in the April final, and now we are starting this match. So 2, 1, and go.
And here we go. The robots are off. Wobbly
So
Wiggly Bots with a big
Spanish
story to
one
try to
is
maintain.
very fast. The other is more slower.
So Roberto, tell me, a lot of times, a lot of people say that winning a championship is very difficult, but also maintaining is even that much more difficult. We see Wobbly Wiggly Bots here trying a similar strategy of pushing a lot of these blocks to the wall. And oh my gosh, we also have Walter and the Chipmunks with a tri-pedal formation here, a tri-movement, a tri-sided robot, moving as many as they can. As we continue to move, it looks as if we've had a bit of a technical issue on one of these sides. We'll wait for Roberto to come back to see what is going on here, while Wobbly Wiggly Bots continues to smash and grab as many acorns as they possibly can. Oh my goodness, obviously Wobbly Wiggly Bots doing a good job representing their home country of Spain here, showing some beautiful España flags or banderas españolas. Aquí. We've got just the first few blocks moving in here for Walter and the Chipmunks. So my. This robot has got quite the modular pieces here, pushing, pulling, smashing, and some beautiful chants here from the Spanish people here in Alcalá de Henares.
Okay, so we're seeing the blue robot a little bit stuck or maybe precision movement. The other is quite fast. It goes with all the strength possible. The other is like more slow. And
here we
now
go, ladies and
we're
gentlemen.
seeing the Simas.
The Simas have been unleashed. We are in now the last 7 seconds of this competition. We're going to try to see these robots come and stand and get those 10 points in the nest. And we conclude this round.
We are in the end of this. Let's check in this field if we have already the points from the judges.
Okay. As we get set up here for Field A in our next competition, our referees will begin to count the points again in Field A. Let's see if we can get a quick
so here
selection.
in Field A, we have a game team with 121 points and Pasiegobot with 57. So the first match was won by the team from Cantabria, and we are now seeing that team from the same high school hasn't won, but we are seeing a great difference and a new record for today with 121 points.
Our new record for today with 121 points is correct. This is quite a large score here. Obviously, we're only in the first round of many rounds to go in a 3-day competition, Roberto. Although this is a 64-point gap, can they come back? Can they still have a chance here, Pasiegobot? It's not over for them yet, is it?
Yes, they have 2 days for making changes to the robot, to the programming, to the strategy, to everything. So it's not end for Pasiegobot. They can achieve a lot of points in these 2 days that we are having this competition here in Alcalá.
A very important point to make here. It seems as if these first competitions, these first pieces that they have are both very important, not only to do the robots, but also to intake information and make changes. As we begin here, we're going to have our team set up over on Field A, Discovery 2 and Gertrude Robotics.
Yeah, Discovery 2 from Discovery Junior Club in Manuba, Tunisia, as before. And the other team, Gertrude Robotics from, let me check, from Collège Saint-Gertrude in Nivelles in Belgique. So this team from Belgium and the team from Tunisia are gonna play now in this field.
So just some first impressions here. I'm loving some of the styles of these robots. We have a little minifig on this robot here for Gertrude Robotics. Absolutely. Again, it's unfortunate there are no style points, but some fantastic style points here from Gertrude Robotics. And as well, a very lightweight design. It looks like they've got a lot of holes in here to maintain as much power as they can and speed on the robot.
It's less weight, but also if you take a look, there are hexagons. So it's a shape made by nature. For example, bees use hexagons in their panels. It's a quite resistant structure, this one we are seeing today.
Excellent. Yes, very strong. And again, very styled, very much on par with the theme of what we're doing here for today, for Winter is Coming.
Yes, let's take a look at the other team. This Discovery 2, they are using a PlayStation controller. The other one, as we are seeing, it's a custom-made one. We're having here the big robot with normal wheels. The other one also has that normal wheels. Remember, we are seeing today some wheels that can go in every direction.
Yes.
And remember, everyone, we have prizes for the most active hashtag users. Remember, use hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026 in our socials.
Robert, one thing I'm really loving so far about these competitions is how well all of these teams represent their home country. Again, like we said, we have people from France, from Serbia, from Tunisia, of course here from Spain as well. It's a fantastic way to bring people together, but like we were saying in our introduction, to showcase how far robotics has come and how fantastic it is of both a hobby, a sport, and an area of study for so many individuals.
Yes, and also this evening they are going to have this tour to the city. Maybe it's a little bit hot because this is Spain in summer. I can't change that. But they can enjoy the Spanish tapas. They can go have dinner to very great places here in Madrid.
And it has to be in Plaza Cervantes, right?
It has to be in Plaza Cervantes, or maybe
the
they
part,
could go to Madrid capital, and they have a lot of things to discover there.
Very true, very true.
We've had the Pope this week. This is a very crazy week with Bad Bunny in Metropolitano, with the Pope, with Eurobot, with everything. It's a very interesting week to be here in Madrid.
It is the place to be, 100%, and no more reason better than here in Eurobot final for our junior robotics competitions. It seems as if our contestants are getting their final pieces into place.
In the last 34 seconds for team preparation, but I think that both teams are ready. So we are going to see now how the referees put the pieces in the correct color. And maybe now teams cannot touch their robots. And referees are going to start setting up the field with the random colors.
Sorteo is basically like the, how do you say?
Okay, so we are seeing new teams getting up in the other field. I think that in anywhere short from now we can see the points that have earned both teams in this field.
All right, we have both of our teams ready. Our referees are ready. Alcalá de Henares, are you ready for this next round of robotics? Let's get started here very quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we are starting now. And we see the robots start moving.
A fast start here from Tunisia. It looks as if our Tunisian team is moving to get as many blocks as they can from the opposing side as their first start of their strategy, really trying to dominate, getting as much area as they can before Gertrude Robotics even has a chance, Robert.
Yes, we are seeing this wooden robot with the strategy of moving. Well, I think that they have also suction cups inside the robot, and that one also is using suction cups for flipping, maybe? That's something that, yes, it's. I think it's flipping.
Excellent speed shown here, or early on by Discovery 2, and again, great, a lot of area for Gertrude Robotics to take these ones. It seems as if Tunisia is getting off to a good start, and well supported Discovery 2 by
both robots are at the same time moving the cursor for setting the temperature, and I think they are already satisfied with the result, and they are ending with the cursor placement.
Excellent pieces here. I'm seeing a lot more yellow pieces than there are blue right now. Obviously, we have Gertrude Robotics looking very hard to try to change that, and they just seem to be getting into a rhythm, flipping over 2 more blocks as we speak now. But here we go, moving faster again. Over here is Discovery 2, trying to get as many, it seems, of the yellow blocks yellow before it's time for their CMAs to come and clean them up here on the right side of the map.
Yes, because we are only 5 seconds left for CMAs. We are seeing some CMAs moving already. And the other CMA is there, has collided with the main robot. And both robots in the area. 2 seconds left, 1 second, and it's the end for this match.
All right, and that is time going to be for Discovery 2 and Gertrude Robotics. A great showing by both teams. Again, Discovery 2 represented in the yellow and Gertrude Robotics represented in the blue. Fantastic pieces shown by both teams here. A lot of CMAs for Discovery 2, but I think they can feel very confident at the end of this round, getting a lot of points.
So let's move to the other field. We are having here Teklino Yayev from Serbia and Eurobot, also from Serbia. 2 Serbian teams playing together The one is from Sheet, the one from Crocobot, and Teklino Yaye is from Belgrade.
Excellent, excellent pieces here. Again, not too many style points that are given, unfortunately, but again, some beautiful machines on both sides here, both from our Serbian team as well as from Coco Robot as well.
Teklino Yaye, which means the egg from Tesla, I think. Can you explain why that name is so original?
So Tesla made one experiment named Tesla's eggs, where Tesla made egg stand upside down. It's on our logo. So here you can see egg is upside down and rotating.
Okay, so that's very, very curious for your part. And we are seeing the referees ending with the lottery for boot placement. We are almost ready to start this match.
It looks like we'll be seeing Crocobot be using only one SEMA for this next round here. Maybe a preliminary strategy of trying to get as many as they can, as many acorns as they can with their primary robot. But again, we will see here very soon. I'm very interested to see on how Technico's robot, how Technico's primary mommy squirrel, as we say in the yellow, is going to move, given that this is probably the biggest robot we've seen thus far in the competition. Robert.
Okay, so we are getting ready to see this following match from these robots, J08 and J06.
Both teams seemingly controlled by a PlayStation controller. I'm loving the PlayStation representation. If any of our viewers out there prefer Xbox, my apologies, but it seems as if Euro Robot is proud users of PlayStation.
Okay, so these teams are Crocobot is already ready, and Teklino Yaye is almost ready, or already is ready. Okay,
and they're off. Ladies and gentlemen, we have both teams represented again. Technico in the yellow and Crocobot in the blue. Crocobot seemingly trying to get as many points as they can early on by just seemingly getting all of the acorns back into the nest. A good strategy as Technico over here again in the yellow is moving slowly but surely, seemingly trying to flip some of these blocks over.
We have this Crocobot team already moving the temperature cursor. And I think they're ready, they're placed correctly, the temperature cursor. We are also seeing suction cups for movement and for flipping.
I'm loving this style here of the Technico robot. There's no visible wheels, but it seems again rather moving in one circle, creating a very good modular style, whereas Crocobot is more of a seemingly classic, maybe not, moving both.
Here.
Roberto, please remind me, tell me again, are the robots allowed to touch each other in this competition?
Well, I don't really know that, but I think they can touch, but they should not make the other team have problems. So this should be the most fair play possible.
Absolutely, 100%. Of course, they are trying to collect acorns. They're not trying to fight here.
Yes.
But as we get going into the last 20 seconds here, we're going to see Crocobot moving into the other side of the competition, into the other side of the field. In the last 15 seconds here, very soon, we will see the release of these SEMAs.
So we are seeing the first SEMAs start to move. They are pushing the acorns. The big robot is finishing. 3 seconds left, 2, 1. We've reached the end of this match with one robot outside the area.
A very interesting competition between these two, seemingly a little bit more cerebral, a little bit more intentional from both sides. Again, both using these Bluetooth controllers, seemingly different strategies, but we will see very quickly how the results change. I'll tell you what, Robert, let's move back over here where we see the next round be set up, and also very quickly, I'm sure, the scores of the most recent competition.
Yes, let's wait if we can see some of the scores, maybe now. We are seeing Discovery 2 with a new record with 152 and Jethoot Robotics with 77 points. So we are seeing a new record this match.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, Robert. And we heard a lot of great support from our Tunisian team, Discovery 2, from their team, from their fans. Obviously, they were very pleased with their performance. I think they'll be even more pleased with 152 points here. Seemingly twice as much from Gertrude Robotics. It's going to be a big hill for them to climb, but Discovery 2, very comfortable, are going to be very comfortable in their place. Moving on to round 2 in just a few moments here.
Okay, so we are seeing the next field day, Eurobot and Robocraft. Robocraft is from Novi Sad in Serbia, so we have the 3 Serbian teams now in stage. And the other one, Robocraft, let me, if I can find Robocraft. No, Robocraft is this one, I mean the other one, which is Eurobot. Eurobot is from Nanterre in France.
Excellent, excellent representation here from both Serbian teams and French teams. Seemingly there seems to be some good robotics hub here in the European Union, but particularly in Serbia and particularly in France. Robert, can you tell us a little more about that? Would you say there are hot spots or areas where robotics is very famous in Europe?
Well, that's an interesting question. I don't really know. I think here in Spain we have a lot of universities that are researching in robots. Here in Alcalá we have the RoboSafe investigations. And I suppose in Madrid there are a lot of companies dedicated to robotics. And also I think that this team is their second match because I remember these shirts.
Yes, you're 100% right. This is going to be Robocraft's second competition here. These were our first contestants in the beginning. We're going to see any changes or any alterations they may have made from the first match. Let's see if they can improve from their initial score.
And also this is going to be the last match for round 1. And then we are going to follow with the next rounds.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we are seeing the results. We are seeing Crocobot with 88 points and Teclino Yaye with 24 points.
Again, although early, I'm sure that Technical will probably be a little bit disappointed in their performance. We have a long time for them to still make up these points, but a lot to learn from in these first rounds. Can you tell me more, Robert, what these individuals can hope to learn from their first time around, from their first go?
Well, actually, when I started in primary, I discovered technology via robotics, the subject of robotics, and now I'm here in the Universidad of Alcalá studying computer science. So this may be the start of a great story for these guys.
Excellent. Very much agreed. Very much agreed. All right, it seems we have these last final details being put on from Robocraft, or rather, from Eurobot in the yellow, just to my right over here, and Robocraft right here in front of me in the blue. Both seemingly more of two of our more junior teams, if you will, but with a tremendous amount of fight and a tremendous amount of heart that they're going to show here in this last match of round 1.
So we're seeing the team from Novi Sad and the team from France. They are already ready, I think. We are seeing here a smaller robot, and that one has a little bit more of height. They have a maximum height available, which I don't really remember. I have in the papers. And we are seeing that they have 10 seconds left for preparation.
And a new style as well, too, for where the acorns are placed. This time, the acorns are neutral, so I'm sure that has to...
No. Now, when they stop preparing, the referees are going to make the lottery. So let's get the lottery started. And then the volunteers are going to set up the correct colors for the acorns.
Excellent, excellent. Very nice.
So we see now the referees and the volunteers getting ready the correct colors. So each pack needs to have 2 blue, 2 yellow.
And again, remember, in this portion of the competition, when the referees are setting up their blocks, the contestants can no longer touch their robots. They can no longer set their robots. This, I believe, is designed to ultimately create a more neutral playing field so that the teams can't place their SEMAs in a more strategic position, correct?
Yes, we're seeing the last moments. They cannot touch, they just can wait to start. And this, I think, is the most nervous moment of the day. Because once you start, I think the nerves disappear, but now it's a quite stressful moment for the teams.
Very much so, very much so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as if the robots are ready. It seems as if the referees have put the acorns in ready. Alcalá de Henares, are you ready for the last match of round 1?
Come on, make some noise from the crowd. Aye. Let's go. Okay, so I think we are ready to see the match begin in any moment soon.
A few technical details being ironed out. I feel last second pieces trying to be sorted and ordered. Robert, can you tell me a little more? This is, again, like I said, these seem to be two of our more junior teams, our younger teams. I think that's a great sign that robotics has become more accessible and younger kids are taking an interest in it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, yes. Before, pieces were expensive, knowledge was very restricted. Now with access to the internet, with generative AI, they can get a lot of help from a great quantity of resources online. So I think it's more accessible for young kids today to make these robots and come here to competitions like this Eurobot 2026 hosted here in Spain. Remember to use #EurobotSpain 2026.
It's absolutely great to see some of our young contestants. I can't even work my microwave. I don't even know how to use my microwave. I don't know.
Aye. So we saw that this robot has just pushed to pieces.
So in a situation like this here, Robert, obviously, is this something where, I mean, this is a very friendly competition. Can there be penalty points that are given in this competition, or
Yes,
is it just a simple redo?
We have a table of penalties. If you take a look when we gave the scores, there is a table that tells the points earned, but also if there are any penalties.
Lovely, lovely. All right. So we'll have a few more seconds here to reset for our team from Serbia, Robocraft, and our teams are going to get ready.
So we are in the last seconds of wait for this match to start. Okay, so we are starting.
And off they go, the two teams, robots from Electrobot and Robocraft, in our last match of round one. Seemingly that we have here again. Robocraft looking to move all of their blocks from the top edge of the corner, and seemingly some flipping going on early from Electrobot over here to my right.
Yes, we have saw that the Serbian team has already moved the cursor to the correct temperature. We are now seeing how with that, I think it's boot, what they have, they can move the other boot with that.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of pushing, a lot of pulling, collecting, grabbing, really using any types of these creative styles to employ to collect these. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a lot of great movements. Oh my goodness, I absolutely cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Yes, because this team, the strategy is going to be push and pull, and that one has suction caps and those wheels that we were talking before that can move in every direction.
I look at with which the speed this robot is moving here, moving very quickly around in a modular style of fashion. And we see again over here, Electrobot seeming to move and get all of these pieces right here towards the middle, moving laterally, moving horizontally, moving very quickly, as fast as they can here in the final 25 seconds of our last match of round number one. Seemingly going to have our SEMAs being released here in just the last second, the last 15 that we have.
Seeing the first SEMA start to move from both teams, last 10 seconds of the competition, and let's see how they come back to the starting point. 1 second left, and they need to stop right now. So this is the end for the last match of this first round.
Absolutely incredible here from Electrobot at the very last moment here with only maybe 2 seconds left. They didn't, of course, get fully back into the nest, but they were able to get partially in, getting them a valuable 5 points. I think will be something that they'll be very happy about at the end of the competition.
So we are waiting now for the referees and judges to tell us the points that these teams have earned today.
Robert, I'm still so incredibly fascinated that we have teams old, young, from different parts of Europe, different parts of the world competing in this competition. I mean, again, when I was, I think, 7 years old, I think I was still trying to learn how to turn on my PlayStation. These kids are working with autonomous robots. It's absolutely incredible.
Yes, these are the best kids from all over EMEA region and farther beyond. We are seeing also, I'm looking, these SEMAs are having like Minecraft pics.
Incredible style again here. I think maybe we need to chat with the judges, chat with the referees for next year's competition, the sense of style. Of course, a little more subjective, but I mean, oh my goodness, how beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. As we have some of our points being collected, as the referees look to collect some of our points, we thank you very much for your attention here in round one. We'll have round two starting up very shortly here in this year's 2026 Eurobot Junior Finals.
Yes, and remember to use #EurobotSpain 2026 the person or that has the more interaction in socials with this hashtag is gonna win some prize. So remember to use hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026 in Twitter, well, X, Instagram, and I'm seeing also YouTube in there, but well, use Instagram and X for those hashtags.
Tell me, Robert, in your opinion, because one thing I'm loving from some of these early contestants is, again, the variety of the controllers, the variety of the remotes. Again, we are seeing a lot of PlayStation style, some explicitly PlayStation controllers, but I'm also seeing this one over here from Eurobot that's quite large. In your opinion, is there a certain one that you prefer or one that you think is best for any type of competition?
Well, the PlayStation controller is already made and it's Bluetooth ready for these teams, but the custom made leaves you with more personalized experience. So maybe PlayStation is more straightforward, like plug and play, and the custom one is more prepared for the specific robot. So for example, with the PlayStation 1, if you need to make some change, the controller is going to be generic, so it can accept the changes. But with a custom controller, if you make some change, you're gonna have some trouble.
I think that's a good point. And just thinking out loud here then, I would assume that you want to create the controller based off of your robot, or is it the other way around? You want to create the controller based on the robot, or the robot based on the controller?
I suppose that they first make the robot and they make the controller to adapt to that robot. Also, after showing the results of this team, we are gonna do a 10-minute break. Then we will continue with round 2, so everybody stay around here, don't go very far. Okay, so we are waiting for the results of these teams, one from Serbia and the other one from France.
Both of our teams patiently waiting here. Again, if we want to have a strong competition, if we want to be able to have champions in this first part, coming out strong in round 1 is going to certainly be of the utmost importance. We're going to see how well just both Eurobot and our two teams have done here. Starting strong is going to be very important. Again, we have 2 full days of competition. We have round 1, round 2, and round 3 today, tomorrow, followed by a tournament style. So we're going to see just how quickly that seeding is going to be important for some of these robots, as well in the next round for round 2, any adjustments that they will make.
Yes, because today we are seeing 3 rounds, then we will go to have lunch, and tomorrow the schedule is going to be having the other 3 rounds, then lands, quarterfinals, semifinals, the 3rd place match, and the grand final.
That's
so
correct.
There are a lot of matches that are pending to be played.
So much tremendous excitement coming on for this competition here. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you very much for all of your attention.
Yes, so let's wait if we can see the results from these teams. I see a lot of boot in the area, a lot of disorder. Also, for example, there we are seeing a lot of boot. I don't know if that's correctly placed or not. That's something that the judges will tell us and the referees.
Tell me more, Robert. Do you know if the acorns does the block have to be completely within the nest, or can it be partially in?
Well, I have here the paper telling me how this is going to work for today. So, you were telling me about the acorns. So the objective is to keep the acorns warm. Wooden boxes with yellow and blue side are those acorns. And if they put a box inside their own nest, it's 2 points.
Okay.
Box in the pantry, 3 points. And the pantry is won by majority that gives the teams a 5-point bonus.
It sounds like a very difficult job for our referees here, but rather a more difficult one for me would be counting up the insurmountable amount of points here. At the end of round 1, we have Discovery 2 from Tunisia with a whopping 152 points, followed by our second place team, Game Team from France with 121, Discovery 1, 111, Eurobot with 88, Frost and Walter and the Chipmunks both tied at 81. And in the second half of the table, we have Gertrude Robotics, 77. Last year's champion in Alcalá Henares zone, Wobbly Wiggly Bots with 76, followed by Pesiego Bot and Technico with 57 and 24, respectively. It's going to be very interesting to see how our contestants change their strategy, change their robots for round 2, but Discovery 2 firmly in the lead as we get ready for round 2.
Yes, because maybe now in this break we are seeing, for example, that Teclino Yaye is making some changes and they can earn a lot of points. We are seeing now that Electrobot has won this match with 83 points and Robocraft with 79.
incredible stuff here. A very close competition from Electrobot and Robocraft. Excellent to see that Electrobot has made some changes from their first part of the competition in round 1. 83 and Robocraft, I think both teams can be satisfied, can be happy walking away with this many points.
Also, as I was saying to you before, you can see we have the points earned by the robot, by the CMAS, and the penalties. And remember, next match is going to be at 11 o'clock.
All right. Thank you very much.
Patrimonio de la humanidad. Viva. Viva recordar, preservar, cuidar. Viva aprender y viva inspirar. Viva investigar. Viva volar. Crecer y avanzar. Viva atreverse. Viva imaginar y crear. Viva entender, debatir y cuestionar. Viva pensar. Viva.
Hace más de 500 años, uno de los hombres de Estado más relevantes de su tiempo tuvo una visión. Francisco Jiménez de Cisneros supo ver en la educación el motor de la renovación y el progreso. El cardenal imaginó una ciudad renacentista, construida sobre los pilares del conocimiento y el humanismo, vertebrada en torno a un campus moderno, universal y al servicio de la ciudadanía. Y entonces construyó la Universidad de Alcalá. 5 siglos después, nuestra institución recoge los valores de su fundador y los proyecta hacia el futuro. Hoy Alcalá se muestra al mundo como una universidad cosmopolita, participativa y comprometida con su entorno. Te invitamos a que te contagies del espíritu innovador que nos trajo hasta aquí y que nos ayudes a seguir construyendo la universidad del futuro, tu universidad. Para ello hemos puesto en marcha un portal participativo abierto a las propuestas de la comunidad universitaria y a la sociedad en su conjunto. Queremos que nos sorprendas y nos inspires con tus ideas. Cisneros tuvo un sueño. Ahora te toca a ti continuar con su legado. Dale rienda suelta a tu creatividad. Concibe, proyecta, sueña. Imagina la Universidad de Alcalá.
Hi, we are Walter and the Chipmunks, and I'm Alejandro Dada.
I'm Jose Ángel Cortés.
And I'm Julián Arreaza. And this is each one of us motivations. My motivation is that last year, it was our first year in the Eurobot. So we didn't have experience, we didn't know how good teams were, so we were obviously confused. So for this year, my motivation is that I want to do better than last year. I want to qualify for the bracket, for the quarterfinals and all that.
My motivation is after participating last year, which I found interesting, and I managed to learn a lot. I want to apply what I learned here and go and be even better this year.
My motivation is God, because He has given the three of us different skills that we can use to better the world and our school for everyone else.
Champions are made when nobody is watching.
We are here for one reason, and that reason is we are going to win.
Guys, we are here because we are the best, and we just have to prove it.
Well, my friends, it's time to win.
The black market. Carry it. Although you are not going to that side. Where you be going is the airports. The control may not be very, very easy. That's why I also need to practice. You understand?
There are special tires which move in the angle you want. Like this is the emergency stop button, which you press if your robot is playing a while. This is the power button. Okay. This is a breadboard used to connect wires from. That's why we have 4 of these.
Okay.
Over here to connect the wires on the breadboard.
My name is Alejandro and I oversee the editing of the videos and the presentation design of the Wobbly Weekly Bots team.
Hi, my name is Oliver and I am from the Wobbly Weekly team. And my role in my team is to build the CMAS that then my team can program it. And I am the copilot too.
Hello, I'm Roberto and I'm the designer of the CMAS and some of the pieces we are using in the tournament.
Hello, my name is Israel and create the main robot and the pilot of the Wobbly Bots team. Thank you.
El deseo mío sería de que la universidad sea muchísimo más permeable a la sociedad, de que esté muchísimo más abierta y más basada en la práctica diaria, en el contacto directo también con las empresas, que colaboren muchísimo más con la universidad y que eso permita que los alumnos de alguna forma vayan ya experimentando la vida real desde que están en sus estudios, en su época de estudio. Ese sería el deseo por mi parte, porque lo he visto en práctica y funciona.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
There's a joint on a corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
Se equivocan quienes piensan que una universidad son solo grandes edificios y clases magistrales. La universidad es algo más. Es tiempo. Los mejores años de tu vida. Una experiencia que te marcará para siempre. Una etapa donde harás amigos increíbles que te durarán toda la vida. Aprendes a pensar y adquieres valores que te ayuden a construir la persona que siempre has soñado ser. ¿Y quién mejor para moldear tu tiempo que una institución como la Universidad de Alcalá, que lleva más de 5 siglos formando no solo a profesionales, sino sobre todo a personas? Ese es el modelo de universidad que tenía en la cabeza el cardenal Cisneros cuando fundó en Alcalá la primera ciudad universitaria planificada de la historia. Era 1499, apenas 7 años después del descubrimiento de América. En estos claustros centenarios estudiaron algunos de los nombres más ilustres del siglo de oro, como Lope de Vega, Quevedo o Calderón de la Barca. También se doctoró por primera vez una mujer en la historia de España, María Isidra de Guzmán. Los mismos claustros en los que hoy transcurre el día a día de los alumnos de Humanidades, Ciencias Sociales y Arquitectura de la Universidad de Alcalá. Como nosotros hoy día, aquellos grandes nombres del siglo XVII y XVIII querían formarse y convertirse en profesionales de Derecho, las Letras o de Medicina. Pero también celebrar su juventud y protagonizar todo tipo de aventuras en una ciudad bulliciosa y llena de vida. En este Paraninfo, los estudiantes se examinaban para ser doctores ya en 1520 y en él, desde 1977, entrega el rey cada año el premio de literatura más importante de la lengua castellana, el Cervantes. Pero la Universidad de Alcalá no se ha quedado en el pasado, porque siempre se ha dedicado a imaginar el futuro. Promovió una revolución médica y sanitaria en los siglos XVI y XVII. Formó a Andrés Manuel del Río, el español que descubrió el vanadio. En este campus científico-tecnológico, fundado a mediados de los años 70 del siglo pasado, se genera y se transmite hoy día conocimiento de vanguardia en disciplinas clásicas como ingenierías, química, farmacia, medicina, ciencias ambientales o del deporte. En general, el medio centenar de grados de la Universidad de Alcalá combina esa formación generalista con grados más especializados, pioneros e innovadores, como los de Biología Sanitaria, Criminalística o Física e Instrumentación Espacial. Además de más de 70 másteres y 34 programas de doctorado. Un campus moderno, sostenible y respetuoso con el medio ambiente. Para una universidad que lleva 500 años en este planeta y que quiere seguir en él otros 500 años más. Además, la Universidad de Alcalá es la única cuyos campus están repartidos en dos comunidades autónomas, el del Centro Histórico y el Científico-Tecnológico, ambos en Alcalá de Henares, y el de Guadalajara. En todos ellos te sentirás siempre muy cerca de todo y todos estarán siempre muy cerca de ti. Porque la Universidad de Alcalá es una universidad empática, cercana, con un ratio de 8 alumnos por profesor, lo que le permite ofrecer formación de calidad y atención personalizada. Una comunidad de personas que fomenta la igualdad y la diversidad, tanto como la excelencia académica. Pero en la Universidad de Alcalá, que fue declarada Patrimonio de la Humanidad por la UNESCO hace más de 25 años, la vida de las calles es tan importante como lo que ocurre en sus 9 escuelas y facultades. Lo es en los campus de Alcalá de Henares, pero también en el de Guadalajara. Porque en todos se respira cultura y ocio, y hay tanta oferta de restauración como puntos de encuentro y oportunidades para celebrar la vida. Eso lo saben bien los más de 6.000 estudiantes internacionales que llegan cada año a la Universidad de Alcalá, convirtiéndola en la segunda más importante de España en este apartado. ¿Entiendes ahora por qué digo que elegir una universidad es algo más que elegir un lugar donde estudiar? Si quieres vivir en la Universidad de Alcalá la mejor época de tu vida, aquí te espero.
Encima de la placa Docume tenemos.
And now we're seeing Eurobot from Sheet in Serbia, and also we're seeing the other team, J16 game team from Robotics St. Louis in Vieille-Châtillon, France. So do you want to share something with us while we wait for this to start?
So thank you for the organization. We have seen that it was better than in France in Cachan. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's ask the other team if they want to share something with us. Do you want to share something with the public? Or maybe you're too shy. Okay, so
it's been fun? You've enjoyed?
Yes.
Do you like crocodiles? Crocobot, do you like crocodiles?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. I think one of the best things about being here in Rio, yeah, come on, give him some applause, excellent, excellent. You know, not only does it take a lot of courage and a lot of bravery to come up here and to speak, but also to make these robots. Again, like I said, I sometimes still have problems, using my own microwave, so I think it's fantastic that we have a lot of young people using these robots from all around the world, learning new languages as well too, English, Spanish, Serbian, a lot of fantastic.
Yes, I think I don't know how to say nothing in Serbian. I know nothing.
I know that Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player in the world.
I know a little bit of Czech, but I think that's very different from Serbian.
All right, excellent. In Field A, for the first match of round 2, we are going to have Electrobot and Discovery 2. As we begin this second round here, it's going to be very interesting to see how some of our contestants have taken this 10-15 minute break to make adjustments, to make corrections, to ultimately create a new strategy.
There, have you used this time for making any adjustments in your robot? In this period, have you made any adjustments in your robot?
Yes, we add a PAMI because we had 5 of them in the table, and we add one to make more points.
Okay, thank you. Let's see if we start this match. We are seeing the chrono for these 3 minutes that both teams can use to set up their robots. And we also are seeing here Teklino Jaye and the team from Poland, but that's gonna be later. So we are seeing the beginning of the second round with this Crocobot and game team.
So of course, as we begin, trying to do some quick specs. The teams want to make sure that the robot is moving consistently, or probably at least very close to the same as they did last round.
Yes.
Potentially employing different strategies, potentially trying new things that maybe didn't work for them last time, taking new risks to try next time. Robert, it's to me, I think one of the most incredible things about this competition is that there's more time in the preparation than there is for the actual robotics. There's only 90 seconds for them to move all the acorns into the nest, but 3 minutes of preparation. I think it shows the level of detail and preparation that these teams do, not only at the competition, but much before as well.
Yes, for sure. We are seeing here one robot with one SIMA. And in the French team, we are seeing a lot of SIMAs, which is quite awesome to see. Also, we are seeing suction cups from J16 and here J06. We are only seeing, well, we also see suction cups, so maybe we can see how these teams are going to flip the acorns. That's something we need to see in some few minutes. So we are 1.5 minutes from the moment that the teams cannot touch the robots, but I think that both teams are ready. So maybe we see how the volunteers set up the acorns. Okay, so now we have made the lottery. We are now seeing how the volunteers are flipping the boots. So they have a random set of colors. So any team has any advantage.
The robots have been set. And again, like Robert said, we're seeing the referees place the acorns, place the colored blocks into their specific designated portions and pieces on the map, and as well in their specific color allotment as well. One thing that I find very interesting is we talk again, it's random, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not just that these blocks are being placed with, without care in the world. Our specially trained team of referees have specially designed maps that have been made for them to allot the colors for
so
both
we are
blue
seeing now how the teams are getting ready for start any moment soon. We are looking at how they have the cords ready to be pulled. So it's seconds from the start.
All right, and here we go. Again, game team being represented in the yellow and Crocobot in the blue. Both teams looking to create a strong impression, and game team certainly looking to improve on their very high mark from last round. Crocobot looking to come from the middle of the table.
We have seen how the Serbian robot has just flipped one acorn. And we can see 3 blue, 1 yellow in that part. Now it's going to move the cursor, so it marks the most temperature, and that gives them the most quantity of points. We are seeing also the other team flipping the acorns. We are now in a part that they have to talk with each other so they don't collide. We are also seeing more flipping there.
Incredible energy, incredible coordination from both of our teams. Again, this is obviously a tremendous test of technical coordination and technical knowledge, but communication amongst these teams. This is why, of course, having similar languages or being able to speak the same language is highly important, but also having good team chemistry. And look at how closely these robots are working together here, getting right in nice nitty-gritty, working very closely together, trying to get as many points as they maximally can, and pushing, pulling.
Yes, we are also seeing how the teacher is filming this match, so maybe that teacher can use hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026 to upload that video to socials, and maybe he could win the prize for the most active person in socials.
Excellent point, Robert. That's a prize that I certainly want. As we enter here in the last 15 seconds, we're going to see our SEMAs being released any moment now.
Yes, we have the SEMAs start move. In the French team, we are seeing some SEMAs that go in
absolutely incredible speed. Incredible speed from game team on their SEMAs. We only have a few seconds left.
Okay, so this is the end of the first match of this second round. Please give them a great applause for them. Okay, so let's go to the other scenario. We're seeing here Teclino Yaye, that is the team from before, that they talked us about the name of the team. And here we're seeing the first team from Władysław Slaski in Poland. Also, this team is using a wired controller, and we are seeing the Teclino Yaye with a wireless controller.
Technica is certainly going to be looking to improve from their last performance. I know that these guys are certainly probably not the most satisfied with how they performed last one. I'm looking for a big, strong rebounded effort, a strong comeback from Technica on this next round. We'll have Technica from Serbia in the yellow, standing right in front of me, and Team Frost just to my left in blue from Poland.
Okay, so we're seeing how the volunteers are flipping the acorns, so they are matching the lottery made with the computer, so it's fair for both teams. Now, in any moment, the referees and the volunteers will be ready, and the teams will also be ready. So we will see the beginning of this second match of this second round. Also remember, then we have another round, and then we are hosting the lunch at our cafeteria. I hope that they have made any typical Spanish food so they can enjoy.
Tortilla, cocido.
Tortilla, jamón.
Oof, maybe salmorejo. You know, it's very hot. Some gazpacho would be nice.
Some
as
gazpacho
well
maybe from these teams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, both our teams are ready. The referees are ready. Looks like we'll
Okay,
begin
so
at any moment here.
We have the okay from the judges, and we are gonna see the beginning anywhere soon. Okay, so we are seeing these robots starting.
I'm very curious to see how Technico is going to perform based on their last performance here. Certainly with a different strategy from last time, not moving quite as quickly into the center, and maybe trying to be a little bit more precise with their movement. Same way as Frost over here, moving very quickly to flip as many as they possibly can, eliminate the opportunity.
That's very curious because we are used to see how they use the gravity for the flipping, but this one has a motor so they can make the flip of the boot. And we are seeing 4 blue acorns. That I think is the first time I see this. Maybe in other matches we have seen, but I don't remember. Now we are seeing the cursor movement.
It's absolutely incredible that some of these teams really deploy a unique strategy to create negative space, to take away, to not necessarily beat their opponents by getting as many points as possible, but by taking away the opportunity from them to score points, by flipping those blocks.
Yes.
If I certainly had the same technical expertise as you, Robert, or any of our contestants, that's certainly what I would be doing.
And as before, we are seeing a lot of people making videos and photos of this match. Remember, you can use hashtag Eurobot 2026, well, Eurobot Spain 2026 in Instagram and X. So remember to publish those photos and videos. Okay, we're 24 seconds left. Anywhere soon we are gonna see the SEMAs moving.
Frost here taking up a good portion of the middle portion of the field, trying to block any sort of movement.
Okay, so we are seeing how the SEMAs are moving. We have here 2 blues, 2 purple SEMAs that are confronted each other, and there we have the robot that should come, and this is the end of this second match.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is time. Yes, again, and Frost being represented in blue, Technica in the yellow. Certainly a tightly contested match here. A great idea from both teams to try to take up some negative space. Again, certainly impressed with how Frost has been doing. A similar strategy to their first round, creating as many points as they possibly can for themselves by flipping. We'll see how that tends to do for them in the points. And speaking of points here, I think in any moment we should be able to see how we've done from the first competition, from the first round in Field A, as our teams get ready on the same field to prepare, and the referees get ready to put the blocks.
So we are seeing the points from the previous match. We are game team with 85 points and Crocobot with 64. Then we have to see if there have been any movement in the scoreboard.
No, it seems as if Game Team has been very consistent thus far in terms of their strategy, but also in their allotment of points. I think consistency is certainly going to be the name of the game in this strategy or in this competition. We see a lot of different types of, a lot of different teams maybe deploying different strategies, but maintaining consistency and gaining as many points over multiple rounds, I think is what's going to be most important.
We're now seeing in this scenario Eurobot from France, from the city of Nanterre. Now we are waiting for the other team. It's going to be Discovery 2 from Tunisia.
In Field A, Eurobot again against Discovery 2. Eurobot will be represented in the yellow, Discovery 2 in the blue. Discovery 2 will look to build upon the tremendous lead that they've made in the first round with, I believe, 152 points.
Yes, this was one team that has scored a lot. Maybe now scores less, scores more. Also, Eurobot can have the chance to earn more points and maybe win this competition.
I think it's going to
be seeing now the Tunisian team arriving to stage and getting ready the robot.
I think it's going to be very important for both Discovery 1 and Discovery 2, two strong teams in the first round, to maintain their confidence. It can be very easy to become a little bit overconfident, to have a little too much comfortability coming into round 2. What's the key to maintaining your cool, maintaining your strategy, maintaining your sense of mind when you're already up by 50 points?
Well, that's a great question. Maybe we can ask some of the teams, how do you manage to make yourself not nervous, or maybe you are very nervous right now?
I'm a bit nervous, but I can handle it.
Okay, that's great. Well, the other team, it's quite working right now. Maybe we shouldn't ask them. So we are...
Absolutely, every second counts here in the preparation. Like we talked about in this first match from Field A, obviously the setup of these robots is almost just as important, if not more important, than actually collecting those points. They want to be ready to come out and utilize every moment of time that they have in the short 90 seconds to collect those acorns and bring them back to the
we are
net.
seeing that they have, I think, a minute and a half, well, almost 2 minutes for this road preparation. Then we will see, as always, how the volunteers make the flips in the acorns, and then we will start with the match. Here in the other field, we are ending with the referees taking into account all the points, and anywhere soon, I think after this match, we are going to see the points achieved by this Teclino Yaye and the Frost team. Okay, maybe you could tell us how have you seen this match? Better than before? The same?
So in the first match we had some trouble with moving, and on this match is a little bit better.
So have you used the time for the break to make some changes in your robot?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we wish you the best luck for today. Ay, que se me escalabra.
All right, we have both teams, the Eurobot and Discovery 2, set with their robots. We have our referees setting up the blocks for this exciting third match of round number 2. Again, both these teams seemingly using the wireless bots, or sorry, the wireless controllers, forgive me. One larger than the other, another that, again, a traditional PlayStation style controller. I would certainly prefer the one that's a little bit smaller, that's easier to use in my hand, but again, Robert, like you had said before, maybe they have some custom tactics, some custom style that they want to be able to use with so many more buttons on a custom controller.
Yes, for sure. We are getting ready to see this next match here between the team from Tunisia and the French team. So remember that this Discovery 2 team earned a lot of points in the first round. Maybe they also continue being that great, or maybe the French team is gonna win this match. This is something that we will see in a few minutes. We are also seeing in the other field.
And Discovery 2 and Eurobot have taken shape into this exciting third match of round number 2. Discovery 2 certainly looking to maintain their incredibly strong and early lead with 152 points in the first round. Electrobot coming out very quickly, and also very stylishly, moving very horizontally and vertically. Look at this, flipping those blocks excellently behind the back into the nest. Excellent work here from Electrobot early on.
We are seeing how they use the suction caps to make the movements in the acorns, and also some flippings. We will see if this robot is gonna move the cursor to the correct temperature, and the other seems to be stuck. I don't know. Now it's moving.
Robert, are you sure that Discovery's 2 robot isn't a sports car? The speed with that this car is, or that this robot is moving with is absolutely incredible. Looking how quickly, fast, spinning around 360s, doing tricks on it. It's absolutely incredible.
Yes. For example, as we were seeing before, with these kind of wheels, they can make full turns in place, while this one needs a little bit more space to turn.
I think it's incredible that Discovery's 2 bot is able to take every single 4 blocks, not wasting any movement, not wasting any time whatsoever, because again, like we said, those 90 seconds, everyone is incredibly precious.
It's a perfect choreography from this team that is now moving also the black wood pieces. We're seeing now how the Simas are start to move. From Discovery 2, the Simas have moved. From the Electrolab Simas are like more slow, but they also have some. And we get to the end of this match.
A bit of a traffic jam there at the end for Electrobot, trying to get their robot back into the nest, but I think they'll still be happy with their performance. Discovery 2, however, certainly looking that they've built very strongly upon their lead from round number 1.
Yes, I really like the colors of this J12 team, that blue and white, that is very winter style.
I certainly have a few quick questions for Discovery 2. Discovery 2, I think one great thing that, aside from scoring so many points that you guys have had so far, you guys are so proud to represent Tunisia here in Alcalá. What does that mean to represent your North African country only just a few kilometers away here in Spain?
Our country is not well known, and we are very proud of representing it for everyone here. Yeah, so we are like making our country famous, and we are making people know that we are not just like we are very good people. We have smart minds. We make good robots, and that's it.
I think smart is, maybe saying it too nicely. You guys have scored a whopping amount of points in the first few rounds, and I think one of the best ways to learn about a new country and a new culture is certainly by the food. Can you tell us, for maybe those that don't know, what would you say is the best Tunisian food? Because I've heard shakshuka is very good. Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't like shakshuka, but I like couscous. It's a very good food. It's like little grains of. Like sand, it's like sand, but it's eatable. It's like very good, and you enjoy eating it. You get tired, and you don't you understand me?
Of course, and it seems as if Discovery 2 has been powered by both electricity, computer chips, and couscous as they sail into the lead again at the end of their second match of round number 2. Thank you very much, you guys.
Okay, let's go to the other field. We are seeing now the Factor Sorpresa from Solares here in Spain, and also Discovery 1 from Tunisia. Also, this team had earned a lot of points in the previous match, so maybe now it's also going to go really well for them. We hope the best. And here we are seeing in field A how the referees are taking all the points and all the measurements, so they can decide all the points.
I'm certainly excited to see, while they count up those points, how this next match is going to go. We have Factor Sorpresa from Alcalá de Henares and Discovery number 1, the home team against the team that scored the most points, or part of the team that scored the most points in round number 1. Certainly going to be a good matchup here in round number 2.
Solares de Cantabria, ¿no? Vale. This Solares team from Cantabria, here in Spain, not so far, but not so close like the other team that is from here, from Alcalá. And the other team, well, that's more far. That's Tunisia, that is like quite far from here, from this Polytechnic School of the University of Alcalá. And let's check now for movement here. Let me check. They have They are going to make now the lottery to decide how the pieces are going to be set. Remember that 2 yellow, 2 blue for each section of the court. And let's see, we are seeing here some trouble maybe. Okay, we have the scores, so 155 points for Discovery 2 and 83 for Electrobot. As before, we are seeing how the Tunisian team is making a very high score, and Electrobot had also made some great punctuation for today.
An absolutely incredible piece from Discovery 2. Again, like I said before, I think one of the most important pieces when scoring points in this competition is to maintain that consistency, to not have too many highs or too many lows, but to maintain a relative medium throughout. Discovery 2 is certainly doing that. 152 points in round number 1, 155 in round number 2, breaking, again, another record. These guys just keep moving up and up and up.
We're seeing now in the court the Discovery 1 team, I suppose they are from the same high school from Discovery 2. And let's see if they perform the same or better or not. This is going to be something that we are going to be discovering in some few minutes.
All right, it seems as if our robots are set and ready, only waiting on the referees now, seemingly to put and point and position these blocks.
Okay, do you want to make some prediction for your points? A prediction?
No. I prefer to stay surprised.
No te mojas. Okay. We are seeing that they have 1 minute 38 seconds to prepare the robots. When both teams are ready, they will start with the lottery for deciding the colors of the acorn boots. Maybe these teams are having a little bit of trouble with the controllers. We are seeing how this PlayStation controller isn't working as expected.
I think sometimes it's very easy to see, because again, this is the finals here of Eurobot Junior. It's so easy to see the great successes and how well some of these robots work because they do so many things. But of course, that also means so many things can sometimes go wrong. It's fascinating that sometimes we only have maybe one mistake, but that one can prove to be costly, can take some extra time. Yes,
here we say la magia del directo. That means that when you're making these things live, you're expecting always trouble. It doesn't matter if you had a perfect thing, that when it's live, it's gonna fail because that's how life works.
Of course. When you have more responsibilities, it's almost like you also have more things that can go wrong. That's unfortunately one of the sad parts about being an adult. But again, this is Eurobot Junior, so a lot of these guys can just worry about making a great robot and then maybe having themselves a nice churro con chocolate later.
Okay, we are seeing the last seconds for this robot preparation. We are 15 seconds to go. Both teams seem to be more or less ready. And let's check right now how this goes. Okay, so the time for preparation has ended. Now teams cannot touch the robots. And I think this Discovery 1 robot isn't working because of the controller.
This would be a tremendous shame if they weren't able to get this one to work here. Discovery 1 certainly looked to build upon the great success they had in round number 1. Also maintain such a great reputation that Discovery 2 has been built for them thus far. You know, all that to say, though, Factor Suppressor certainly has I wouldn't say pressure per se, but I'm sure that they're ready to make a strong impression, that they're ready to prove themselves very strong in this competition, being from the host country of Spain.
Yes, maybe something with the cable, maybe, I don't know, let's discover later. Now we are seeing how our volunteers are getting ready all the acorns with the colored colors decided by our application, which makes this full random, so any team has any advantage. Okay. A ver, ¿qué podemos ver?
In this competition, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having Discovery 1 represented in blue and Factor Suppressor represented in yellow. It's going to be very curious to see how these teams are going to adjust and change from the first round. Factor Suppressor still certainly within strong competition here. Discovery 1 also looking to build upon their early lead. 4 SEMAs it looks like, or how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SEMAs for Factor Sorpresa, and a seemingly...
It's a lot of SEMAs we are seeing here. We only see 3 SEMAs in Discovery 1 team. And we are seeing in the other field how the teams are getting ready to prepare their robots for competition, but that's something that we are going to see later. Now we are focused in this Factor Sorpresa versus Discovery 1. That I don't know what is happening.
All right, and these robots are off in round number 2, the 4th match here that we have. Factor Sorpresa making an incredibly fast start, looking like a prime Usain Bolt here. Again, this is probably one of my favorite robots of the competition, with a very cool mirror to see exactly where they're at, trying to push and pull as many as they can into their nest.
Yes, that mirror is a great detail, so they can check how they are going. We are seeing that finally Discovery 1 robot isn't competing, so we are only seeing the team from the robot from Factor Sorpresa. And let's see how this goes, because maybe this is an advantage, but maybe can also be a disadvantage for Factor Sorpresa, because they have all the field for them, and that can make them feel confident and maybe make some mistakes with that confidence.
I think another piece that's certainly going to be interesting to see as far as the lack of participation from Discovery 1 in this side is that, as we mentioned before, Factor Sorpresa has 6 SEMAs here, which means that they are taking up a little bit more space within their current nest. I would think that maybe they can move more blocks into this area here, but seemingly as they have 6, it might be difficult for all of them to come out. So how this will alter their strategy, we will see here in the last 30 seconds.
Okay, we are seeing the last 24 seconds for this match. We are gonna see how the SEMAs go off anywhere soon in 7 seconds. We are now seeing the SEMA movement from Discovery 1 and also the SEMA movement from this Factor Sorpresa team. We are seeing some trouble. How this Factor Sorpresa has pushed 2 SEMAs.
And that will be it for the end of this match here. Seemingly a strong finish again from Factor Sorpresa, crashing into the nest at that last moment, giving their SEMAs some extra love, if you will, at the end.
Yes, that's a curious way for making the SEMAs go back to place, but I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, we are now seeing the other teams getting ready. We have the Walter and the Walnuts from El Salvador, and also here, let me check if I can find the number of this team. This is J05, let me check. This is gonna be Eurobot, also from here from Spain, from Cantabria, and the Walter and the Walnuts from San Salvador. Okay, let's interview them, so maybe they can tell something to us. Do you want to say something? Okay, everything cool from here. We are seeing how these teams are getting ready their robots.
While these guys check in, let's check in over here with Discovery 1. Discovery 1, certainly a bit of a sad surprise here. What ended up happening with your robot in the first part of the round?
The controller is out of battery, out of charge.
And I think that certainly is can certainly create some dire circumstances. Tell me more. It's like I said earlier, it's fantastic that in robotics you guys have so much intelligence. You guys know so much about how to operate so many different things, but that of course can mean that so many things can go wrong too sometimes. Yes?
Yes, I forget to charge it.
So how do you imagine yourself coming back in round 3 here? You guys had a good lead here. I think you guys are still firmly in the competition. How do you feel moving into the next round, round number 3?
In the next round, I will charge the controller and I will play.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, you guys. Best of luck in the next round.
Okay, we're seeing how these teams have already set up all of their robots. We are having the mats and we're ready to go. Okay, we're seeing also that this team doesn't have the big robot. Also is gonna play with SEMAs only, and we're seeing movement.
Seemingly that this would be, you would think that this is a strong advantage for Walter in the Chipmunks in this part of the competition.
Yes.
But like you had mentioned earlier, maybe this can create some nervousness, maybe create some feelings of uncertainty, but seemingly right now, Walter and the Chipmunks doing a good job of doing what they need to do and staying on their own side.
Yes, we are also hearing here that the problem is also the controller that isn't working right now. So maybe then they can repair the controller and continue playing.
Seemingly this would be a big portion again of this never-ending debate between a wireless controller and a wired controller. This would contemporarily make one believe that having the wired controller would prevent this issue, yes?
Well, the
Or make it harder?
controllers, both controllers need batteries. The difference is that the information is transmitted wireless or via the cable. But battery is the controller.
Essential, yes.
Yes, so we're seeing how it's this robot moving all of the acorns to the correct places. I think that they also have moved the cursor, and they are 16 seconds, so we are seeing now the CIMAs moving. The CIMAs from this Pasiego bot are working correctly. They have 4 of them. I'm seeing only one CIMA with Walter and the walnuts.
Incredible style points again from...
And we have reached the end of this with this match. Let's give this team some energy for later. And anywhere soon we are gonna discover the points achieved by the previous match.
Incredible
So
style
let's
points
wait.
again that I'm seeing here from Pasiego bot. I love the squirrels matching the theme of winter is coming. Let's see how many points they will be able to collect from their CIMAs while Walter and the Chipmunks able to take the lion's share of the
Well,
points.
we are seeing how Factor Sorpresa has earned 99 points and Discovery 1 40 points. If you see, they have points from the robot. That's because Factor Sorpresa has moved some pieces from Discovery 1, so Discovery 1 had made some points with the robot. Not having a robot, they have scored.
It's
with
incredible.
that robot.
It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible, Robert. Yes, you know, seemingly even though there might not be any robot that they have, being able to get 25 points from the CIMAs is still a great amount of points, and you know, ultimately more than Factor Sorpresa in total. Now, yes, Factor Sorpresa was able to score.
And now we are seeing here in Field A, the teams are getting ready to receive their points. Here in the other field, we are seeing wobbly bots here from Alcalá de Henares in Spain, and in the other side, we are seeing the team from Belgium. Let me check the name because I don't remember all the names.
Gertrude Robotics represented in blue here.
This is the Gertrude Robotics from Nivelles in Belgium. Okay, so they are getting the robots ready. Remember, this J02 robot, wobbly bot, is the one that won here in the Eurobot Spain final, hosted in this Polytechnic school in April. So maybe they could won another time in this same scenario, or maybe not. Okay, we are seeing the referees taking all of the points. And after this wobbly versus Gertrude, we are gonna discover all of the points.
Tremendous representation being shown out here at Eurobot Junior Final 2026. I'm loving the internationality. Flags from Belgium, flags from Spain, Serbia, Tunisia, again, from all over the world. And unfortunately, there are still some competitors where I'm not sure if they'll be here tomorrow, but also some competitors from other parts of the world as well. Fantastic to see this.
Yes, and remember, you can make a lot of photos and videos, upload them to social media with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026. Remember that the account with most engagement will receive some prize. Yes, as we are seeing now in screen, there will be a prize for the most active hashtag users with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026 in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are seeing flags from Belgium and Spain in the crowd. We need to see more flags. We are now in the World Cup from football. So we are seeing a lot of competition these weeks.
It's a great time to celebrate culture. It's a great time to celebrate internationality. Roberto, tell me, who's your pick to win the World Cup?
Well, with the World Cup, I'm obviously with Spain, and I hope Spain is going to win. We have the first match next week. I think is Spain versus Cabo Verde.
That's right, yeah. That's right. It should be a fantastic one. Although they're the favorites. We'll see if some of these contestants can take some of this tremendous hype around Spain in the World Cup, but also, of course, here at Eurobot final.
Now we
into the
are in
competition.
the Eurobot Junior International Final hosted here in Spain. So let's check how these teams are going. Okay, we are seeing now how the volunteers and the referees are setting the acorns in the correct position. So 2 yellow, 2 blue. Blue like the song from from Eiffel 65. And how is this man called? Do you know? The I'm blue, I was the So we are seeing here these blue acorns.
Excellent, excellent. Wobbly Wiggly Bots hoping to make a strong impression again as the home team. It seems as if the contestants are ready, the referees are ready. We'll get started here just now.
Okay, we've seen how these robots start. We are seeing the team from Belgium moving their robot, and also the team from here, from Alcalá. With that, a NeoPixel ring full of color.
Absolutely incredible speed here, again shown early by Wobbly Wiggly Bots with this style of opening and closing, almost like 2 doors, pushing now all of their blocks into their first section here, while Gertrude Robotics trying to move, and looks like we're going for a flip here. We've got one. Is there two? Is there two?
Well, we see how this Spanish robot is using some type of claw, while the Belgian robot is using this suction cup. So maybe we can see some flipping of the boots and how this Spanish robot is making the pieces get into the correct part of the field.
Wobbly Willy Bots showing some extreme precision, absolutely fantastic speed, fantastic direction. Not only just putting so many blocks into their nest so quickly, but also in a position in which all of their seamers can move out from the nest in just a few short seconds here.
Yes, we are seeing a lot of movement here in these fields. We are seeing maybe that the size of the robot is going to be a trouble, or maybe it's easier to control. I don't know. So we are now seeing how the Simas are moving. These 4 Simas from the Spanish robot and only 1 Sima from Belgium. Okay, we are in the last seconds and we reached the end.
Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely incredible at the end. Wobbly Wiggly Bots almost coming fully into their nest at the last second. We'll see how the referees count that and how they score that. Again, a grand total of 10 points if that robot is fully inside the nest. 5 for partially inside. Gertrude Robotics, of course, coming in strong, finishing very nicely within their nest. We'll see how the referees count these points shortly.
So they are telling me an important notice. We have found a Samsung 25 flip phone. If some of you had that phone, you can go to our team and they will give it back to you. So if you have lost your phone, go to our reception.
While we wait for our next team here to get conjoined, we're going to have a look at the score of our points from the last match between Walter and the Chipmunks and Pasiego Bot. Walter and the Chipmunks scoring 64 points. Pasiego Bots, again here from Spain, 49. A good amount, 34 from the Robot, 15 from the Simas for Pasiego Bot, 54 from Walter and the Chipmunks, and 10 from the Simas from Walter and the
34
Chipmunks.
points without having any robot moving.
That's absolutely incredible.
So that is really curious to see.
It is fantastic to see.
Maybe now we can ask these teams how they are going, what they think. Maybe you can start with this.
Absolutely, yes. So please tell me, Wobbly Wiggly Bots, tell me what it means to represent Alcalá de Henares. What does it mean? It's important for you to be the champions and to be here in Alcalá, yes?
Yes, it's very important, and we have too much pressure. It's difficult, and we are nervous.
Of course. It's only right to be nervous, but I'm sure, based on such a great reaction from your fans here, you also feel confident being here as well, yes?
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Best of luck in the next round.
We're seeing that we'll show results, and then we are going to have a 10-minute break before round 3. Let's ask this team from Belgium how things are going. We see that they are talking with the referee, so maybe they are discussing something about the points earned or not. Okay, so can you tell us something about if you are happy with your results, with the performance of your robot?
We are not really sure. I think we did our best, but the opponents also did a lot. So I think in this match we tried to... it was a bit more like a fight because we stole blocks from them, but they moved our blocks also. But that was yes, that was a lot, and I don't know what the results are gonna be.
Okay, so anywhere soon we are seeing the results, and then we are gonna have a 10-minute break before round 3. Maybe we should use this break to talk to some of the viewers and know how are they seeing this competition from the stage.
That's you. That's you. As we get ready here to prepare before round number 3, I think this round is really going to show a lot of information about what's going to happen for the next round in round 3. Some teams, of course, we saw some teams not being able to perform, unfortunately, because the robot didn't work, because the controller didn't work either. I think we're gearing up for a very exciting round number 3 here at Eurobot Final.
Okay, so we're getting the results. Wobbly Wobbly Bots with 75 points and J-True Robotics with 51.
Incredible consistency again from Wobbly Wiggly Bots. It's fantastic. We have 60 points from the robot, 15 from the CMAS. I think they'll be in a good position to finish strong in round number 3.
Like a very similar result. Maybe in next rounds we are going to see some movement, or maybe we are going to be like this. So let's check the scoreboard. Discovery 2, it's now with 312 points.
Oh my gosh.
Then we have Game Team with 206, Factor Sorpresa with 198, Electrobot 161, Robocraft 158, Crocobot 152, Wobbly Wibbly Bots, this team with 151, Discovery 1 with 151, Walter and the Chimpanks with 145, and finally Frost with 135. We're seeing
incredible point distribution here. Only a small 26 points separate point number 4, Electrobot and Frost. And last place here, only 24 points. I mean, it seems that someone can get that just very simply with their CMAS, yes?
Yes, maybe we are gonna see some ties or some movement. And remember, now we are having a break until 12 o'clock. Then we'll continue with round 3.
Rápidas transformaciones. El conocimiento científico es una herramienta muy valiosa que puede contribuir a la propuesta de soluciones, a la deliberación democrática, a una toma de decisiones con mayor probabilidad de éxito y a incrementar la confianza en las instituciones. Para maximizar este papel, la ciencia y la tecnología deben evolucionar hacia un modelo más abierto, conectado con la sociedad e implicado en la elaboración de políticas públicas. El nuevo Plan Estratégico 2025-2027 de FECIT nos da la oportunidad de proponer el papel de FECIT en esta apuesta porque el conocimiento científico esté todavía más en el corazón de nuestro abordaje de los retos globales. Nuestro recorrido trabajando por la confianza social en la ciencia y la tecnología, facilitando el acceso universal al conocimiento científico, fomentando la inclusión del conocimiento en la toma de decisiones y contribuyendo a una ciencia europea, nos posicionan en un lugar clave para ello. Este plan refuerza el papel de FECIT en la conexión entre ciencia, sociedad y políticas públicas. Además, posiciona el conocimiento científico como un elemento fundamental para las democracias. Para elaborar este nuevo plan, hemos seguido una metodología participativa, involucrando a toda la Fundación en diferentes fases del proceso. Ha colaborado todo el personal de la Fundación a través de grupos de trabajo transversales, utilizando la metodología Teoría del Cambio para articular una visión compartida y una estrategia clara. Nuestra meta es fomentar el valor público y social de la ciencia y la innovación, contribuyendo a la calidad democrática y al bienestar social. Nuestra misión es impulsar los cambios culturales necesarios para reforzar el diálogo y compromiso entre ciencia, sociedad y gestión pública. Lo hacemos a través de la ciencia abierta, la ciencia para las políticas públicas y la comunicación social de la ciencia. Y nuestra visión es una sociedad donde la ciencia y la innovación estén estrechamente relacionadas con la política pública y las personas. Una ciencia abierta, relevante, transparente y cooperativa. Para alcanzar esta visión, hemos definido 5 objetivos estratégicos clave que se complementan y refuerzan mutuamente. Con ellos, queremos fomentar un ecosistema científico vibrante y colaborativo que refuerce su impacto en la sociedad y, a su vez, aumente la confianza ciudadana en la ciencia. A estos objetivos estratégicos se añaden otras dimensiones de carácter transversal a las que FECID también dará respuesta a través de su actividad: perspectiva de género, inteligencia artificial, carreras en ciencia. Cada objetivo estratégico se desglosa en líneas de actuación específicas, con un contenido claro, que contribuyen de manera directa a la consecución de nuestros objetivos estratégicos. Este nuevo Plan Estratégico 2025-2027 supone un esfuerzo colaborativo y un mayor compromiso con la gestión eficaz. Permitirá a FECID reforzar su papel como institución clave en la conexión entre ciencia, sociedad y gestión pública. Gracias por ser parte de este viaje.
We're the first PCB company realizing online quoting, ordering, tracking, and fully automatic manufacturing management. Customers take 3 minutes to order online. Then order data will be transmitted and changed into production instructions. From ordering, production to delivery, every step is visible and trackable. We finished all processes in the most efficient way. Now, we are building more SMT assembly production lines for larger assembly volume. We are trying to reduce delivery times, 2 to 3 days to USA, 3 to 4 days to Europe, to keep delivering PCBs to your door. Whatever may be happening around the world, we promise to stand with every engineer to help you accelerate your hardware development and more easily to turn your ideas into real, high-quality products.
Controladoras que están dirigidas a los motores amarillos debajo de la placa Docume, que por ellos está alimentado el robot por una batería LiPo de 11 voltios y tenemos una seta de emergencias.
Luego, en cuanto a la programación, me he encargado de hacerla con Arduino por código, para una Arduino Mega, en la que los joysticks de un lado van dirigidos a los motores de la derecha y los del otro lado se encargan de los de la izquierda.
Ja sam Nikola. Ja sam Relja. Mi smo Team Robocraft.
I live here in Madrid, and I have particularly chosen Alcalá due to its size. So for example, Alcalá is a little bit tinier, so everyone is a family. You're not in a classroom where there are hundreds and hundreds of students and you're just a number.
So distances are very small. I can go to university in 5 minutes, and then I can go to Madrid by bus in 30 minutes or by train in 35 minutes. So it's very nice because everything is quite close.
La ciudad en sí es muy universitaria y al final hay muy buen ambiente universitario, no solo de pasárselo bien, sino también de estudio.
So the touch and the relationship between the university and yourself, it is as a family. Everybody gets to know everyone. You have plenty of social and cultural activities that you may do.
A lot of plays, a lot of films, concerts, and that's great. For example, I love going to the theatre here.
I don't know much about cultural activities because I'm not really into them, but for example, sports, there are many of them. In the years I've been here, I've done tennis, boxing, now I'm in Kung Fu, it's very close to Alcalá.
Los recursos que utilizamos, al menos la carrera que yo he estudiado, son muy buenos, tanto a nivel de material como el profesorado, las clases que imparte.
You have a quite close relationship with your professors, so they can assist you quite better than compared, I think, to other universities.
The teacher, it's very close to the students and you can ask them for help, and not only in an academic way, but also in a personal way, so that's great. Because sometimes you have trouble and you need to talk to someone and they are there for you.
La residencia te da la oportunidad de convivir con gente internacional y para mí eso es una experiencia inolvidable que nunca puedo olvidar en mi vida.
Well, I think if they want to not only learn but have a good time, it's a very good choice.
Bienvenidos a la Universidad de Alcalá. Welcome to the University of Alcalá, a university open to the world.
Hola, somos Aleix y Luis y somos parte del grupo del Factor Sorpresa de Robótica y llevamos desde principio de curso trabajando en un robot para el torneo en Madrid.
Nuestro desempeño ha sido crear los simas y las conexiones del mando y estamos muy emocionados porque es nuestra primera vez haciendo un robot para un torneo.
Hola, somos Álvaro y Eric y somos parte del grupo Factor Sorpresa.
Nuestro trabajo en el grupo ha sido la creación del robot grande y su respectiva programación y la del mando.
Y yo soy Javier. Aunque no vaya a Madrid, me he encargado de la programación y el diseño del robot grande.
Participating in Eurobot Junior is something truly special for us. This is our first time competing in an international contest, so it's a big challenge, but also a great opportunity for growth. We're a little nervous, but above all, we're very excited. Thanks to the Erasmus project, we can gain new experiences, learn to work together, and meet people from other countries. This is important to us because it develops not only technical knowledge, but also teamwork skills, responsibility, and leadership qualities. Each of us brings something different to the team, and together, we form a group that can achieve a common goal. We simply want to give it our all and make the most of this opportunity. We believe these skills will serve us well in our future studies, careers, and adult lives. For us, this isn't just a competition, it's an important step in our development. Frost, we're shaping the future.
Hello everyone, my name is Tomilola and I'm a pupil of Corona School, Lagos, Nigeria. My team and I will be attending 2026 Eurobot Junior in Spain. This is the Mecanum robot and my team and I will be using this during the 2026 Eurobot Junior competition. This Mecanum robot is powered by 3.7 volts wheels. Its main microcontroller is the Arduino R4. By plugging a cable into the Arduino, I'm making sure the emergency stop button is up and not turned on, and the power button is on. Your controller is turned on, you can move. These are the Mecanum wheels and the Mecanum DC motors. The main body of the robot is called the chassis.
This is the Frost team, 5 tech enthusiasts united by a single goal to create something extraordinary.
Hi, I am Pavel, leader of the Frost team.
Pavel, the one who controls everything, real leader.
I'm the one who teaches it to think.
Miłosz, the programmer who gives the robot its intelligence.
I make sure it can see and react.
Oleg, the electronics and sensors specialist.
I design what powers the whole thing.
Maciek, mechanical engineer.
I check if everything works as it should.
Kamil, integration and testing. Their robot is the result of many hours of work, testing and constant improvements, designed to operate quickly, precisely and autonomously. But it's not just about technology, it's about collaboration, creativity and determination. For them, Eurobot Junior is more than just a competition. It's an opportunity for growth, gaining experience and pushing their own limits. Frost, we're shaping the future.
Que sí, que ya sé que lo sabes. Alcalá de Henares, Ciudad Patrimonio de la Humanidad, Cervantes, Azaña, Complutum, la Universidad, sus plazas, sus soportales. Sí, ya sé que todo eso te lo han dicho, pero es que Alcalá no es solo eso. De hecho, Alcalá es mucho más. ¿Y si te contase que también es Kubrick en Espartaco, Delón en El Tulipán Negro, son las 13 Rosas, los Alcántara, las chicas de la última fila, son los miedos de Camino, las alegrías de Paquita Salas, lo hacemos y ya vemos, son reencuentros, adrenalina, arte sobre arte, lugares mágicos donde crear el presente, reconstruir el pasado, imaginar el futuro, donde cada una de sus calles, sus rincones, su historia, siempre tienen algo nuevo que contar. Porque sí, Alcalá es todo lo que ya sabes, pero puede ser todo lo que llegues a imaginar. Ser parte de su historia.
Okay, so now we are back with this round 3 of this Eurobot International Junior Final. Now, I think we are starting in this field. Maybe let's ask someone. Empezamos aquí, ¿no? Okay, so here we are seeing Electrobot versus Pasiegobot. Remember, Electrobot from France and Pasiegobot from Cantabria in Spain.
It's going to be a fantastic round 3 that we've got gearing up here. Again, Roberto, only a minuscule 26 points separating last place from 4th place. We're going to see a lot of movement in this area. What are you going to be looking for in round number 3?
Oof, I think this is the round where the teams are going to try to make that difference in points. And this is the last round for today. So whatever happens tomorrow will be solved. But for today, this is the last thing.
I think it's going to be important, of course, that typically we want to see these teams finish strong here and they keep in the competition for today strong. We have rounds 4 and 5 tomorrow, but to finish strong here, I think every single team is going to want to make a good impression, to have some confidence rolling into tomorrow.
Yes, for sure. So we are now 2 minutes left for robot preparation, and then we'll see the volunteers setting up the acorns in the correct position.
So again, we're going to have Electrobot represented here in the yellow and Pasiegobot just in front of me in the blue. Again, 3 minutes for our teams to get ready before they begin, and a minute and a half for them to collect all the acorns and score some points.
We're seeing how they are setting up the CIMAs, and I think the Electrobot team is already prepared for competition. We are waiting for this Pasiegobot to be ready.
So speaking of time for them to prepare, obviously they have 3 minutes to prepare their CIMAs, their robots now. Tell me, Roberto, I'm so curious. There must be so much time that goes into preparing the actual robots, and not to mention the autonomous CIMAs as well before the competition, yes?
We had a team telling us that they were working for 2 months to get the robot ready, but maybe a bigger robot or a more complex one will need more time. From my experience, I think they start in September working in the robots.
Since September?
Since the beginning of the academic year.
Oh my goodness.
They can be working in these robots because they get the rules for the competition and these fields, so they can start practicing in their high schools.
I cannot imagine some of the pressure that these young men and women are under, but it's fantastic to see them showing out here at a great performance here in Alcalá. We're looking forward to this next round here.
Yes, of course. Let me check. We are 28 seconds left for robot preparation, and we'll see how these volunteers are going to set up the acorns. Okay, so we are now seeing these volunteers and referees setting up the correct colors for acorns. Remember, we're getting 2 yellow, 2 blue for each set of them, because like this, it's more fair for the teams and they can start flipping with their robots. Talking about that, this robot, I think it's gonna make a strategy of pushing, and the other one, it seems to be more complex and have those suction cups that we were talking before. So maybe we will see some flipping.
At this point in the competition, I would imagine that every team has their route or their designed area where they're going to move. Very concise, very well dialed in. We're going to see very quickly if they maintain this strategy or if we're in for any surprises here at the first match of round number 3.
Yes, for sure. So I think that we are going to be ready.
And they're off. We have Electrobot again in the yellow and Pasiegobot in the blue. Over here again, Pasiegobot. And without their first large robot, we're going to see Electrobot try to take the lion's share of the points. But like we saw last time, don't be surprised if we see some of the autonomous CIMAs take some more points.
How this J15 robot has just flipped one of the acorns, but the other hasn't been possible. We're
extremely precise, extremely concise, very well motivated. It seems like they're moving with such confidence, very, very well controlled. The team telling them to stop, telling them to move a little bit more this way, getting a little bit directionally helped here from their team. It looks like
so we are seeing the flipping that's made correctly, and we are noticing that this Pasiegobot isn't having their big robot yet with that problem that they were telling us before with the controller. So maybe for tomorrow that will be solved and we will see Pasiegobots working again.
Interesting style here. I love the behind the back or through the sort of gate that they have for Electrobot, this style of getting all of their points in here. We've got about 30 seconds left. Let's see how many points that they can get before they release the CMAs.
Yes, because in 10 seconds we are going to see these CMAs moving, these 4 CMAs from Pasegobot, and these also 4 CMAs from Electrobot. So now we are going to see these CMAs starting to move.
Let's see what Pasegobot has in store for us. They only have 4 here, but they're going to try to make the most out of the 15 seconds that they have. Their CMAs only have 5 seconds, trying to get into as many points as they can, collect as many, and they are going to finish like this. Electrobot seemingly finishing in their spots. So give them a round of applause.
Seeing this finished. And remember, this evening, 4:30, we are having a tour of the city of Alcalá. We are going to meet in the City Hall in Plaza Cervantes. You can get there via bus, the number 2 line that can be taken in the entrance of this Polytechnic school. So now when we finish this 3rd round, just have lunch, enjoy, and then we will see in this City Hall. Remember that some of us, the volunteers, we will be going with you in that bus so you don't get lost.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you're out and about today, don't forget to use the hashtag EurobotSpain 2026 for a chance at a fantastic prize. In the second match of round number 3, we're going to have Discovery 1 versus Technico from Serbia. Again, we're going to see how well that Discovery can maintain their fantastic energy, their fantastic start to begin with. And we'll see if Technico can overcome their original problems to make a strong impression and a strong lasting impression on this last match for them of the day in round number 3.
And they are telling me that we have changed the reception from the City Hall to the Concejalía de Educación, so have that in mind for later. We are seeing now in yellow Discovery 1 and in blue Teclino Yaye.
Discovery 1 is ready, Technico is ready, the referees are ready. Let's see. And they're off. Technico again over here in the blue and Discovery 1 in the yellow. Let's see if the same strategy seems to pay off for them of flipping.
Yes,
I love
we're seeing some flipping in this Discovery 1 robot. While Teclino Yaye is still moving across the field, I think it's going for the cursor. Maybe, I don't see it really well. Yes, it's moving that cursor.
I find it very interesting here that, again, this imposing size of our Serbian robot taking up so much space, hoping to potentially pool so many of them into one area, but yet Discovery 1 is moving very quickly and very fast to put them in the right direction, getting all of their spots aligned in the halfway point of this round.
Yes, of course, we're seeing this Teclino Yaye moving some acorns through the stage, while Discovery 1 is flipping them.
The incredible speed, the strong concentration over here shown by Discovery 1, obviously well coached by their 3 teammates here, and Technico looking to take up the lion's share, the main portion of this stage and this size, moving as many as they can. They look to be moving pretty strong here, Robert.
Yes, we are now seeing this J13 flipping more acorns while Teclino Yaye is still moving through the field.
Incredible speed.
Okay, so now we are seeing the CMAs from both teams moving through the stage. Okay, so
it looks like we're going to have a bit of a logjam. They need to try to get into the space as fast as they can. They only have 4 seconds.
Also, we have ended this tournament.
With 3 seconds to spare there, obviously this seemed like there was a bit of a collision. Fantastic job from both Discovery 1 and Technico to finish inside the nest within the allotted time. Give a round of applause to both of these contestants here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, give them an applause for these both teams that have deserved with a lot of effort. We are seeing in this other field how our volunteers are getting the stage ready for the next competition. Let's see if we are getting the results from the previous match anywhere soon.
So let's check in here again with Discovery 1. Discovery 1, after the controller had died in the first round, do you feel better about your performance in this round here?
Yes, we think we performed well.
Absolutely fantastic. And I mean, this tricky piece with the controller here, it seems like with so many variables and so many things, it can be easy to forget that sometimes the controllers are a very important piece as well, yes?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. Best of luck tomorrow, you guys. So it seems as if that we are going to wait a little bit for Field A to come together, as Field B is having a technical conversation about the rules as they come together. Robert, tell me, what do you think might be going on over here?
I think that they are discussing if the acorns are in the correct position. And we see a lot of joyfulness from the crowd. I don't know what happened here. We are seeing now wobbly bots arriving to stage. And also the Polish team, this Frost, I think it was called this team. Okay, so now here we are seeing Electrobot with 122 points and Pasigobot with 41.
Absolutely excellent job here by Electrobot. Again, in a competition that is only separated by a few points, these points are going to prove to be so crucial at the end of round number 3. Of course, we have rounds 4 and 5 tomorrow, but wow, I mean, what a tremendous job that Electrobot has done in that last game.
Yes, for sure. We are seeing now this Polish team getting the robot ready. This robot that is controlled by cable, which can be better for latency and also a more personalized controller. While the other team, Wobbly Bots here from Alcalá Henares, they are showing a wireless controller, and also they were the ones who won this Eurobot National Final, so maybe we are seeing them getting higher in the scoreboard. Do you want to tell us something about your robot, or are you very nervous right now?
Sorry, no English.
So, very nervous right now. Okay, let's see here what is going on.
As Frost is getting ready here, we had some conversations earlier. We had 2 teams from the last round have a controller that was dead or that didn't work. Seemingly, Frost is using an age-old, tried-and-true strategy of just keeping things wired, even using what seems to be a stick that maybe you would use for cleaning the floor to maintain their control. I mean, obviously, it's done well for them so far.
Yes,
let's see if it continues
and
to
I'm
be that
also
way.
very curious about this big chunk of pieces. I don't know what that is. Seems like to be a battery. Maybe we can ask later about what that is, because I think it's some kind of power supply.
I think it'd be a good idea. Robert, in your opinion, with all of your technical expertise, what is typically the most challenging part of building these robots for this competition?
Well, I suppose that all the things that need to be like real, that have a lot of precision, that maybe could be the most difficult parts of this robot, because take into account that here, in order to win, we need to see very chirurgical, like very fine precision movements, and that's very difficult for them to achieve. So I think that's the most difficult part of these robots.
And then not to mention the sensors as well too. Some teams have different types of sensors. Some are
Yes,
infrared.
for
There are
sure.
other types as well, yes?
Yes, here we are seeing that actuators for the suction cups. We are also seeing those motors. We are seeing some teams that have NeoPixel rings. And in the senior competitions, we also have LiDAR sensors in order not to collide, because here the teams control the robots via controller, but in the senior competition are fully autonomous.
Oh, wow. That's absolutely fantastic. I can't even imagine what that's like to build one of those.
Yeah, that's very difficult, I suppose. So I think that we're getting these robots ready, and now we are seeing our volunteers flipping all the acorns in order to start this competition.
All right. It seems as if our teams are fully ready here. Just a few more seconds and our referees will get our blocks ready.
Yes, final moments before the start of this match. Remember, in this third round, we are going to see 7 matches, 4 in one field and 3 in the other one, and then we are going to go to eat.
All right. Our contestants are ready. The referees are ready. Alcalá and Henares, make some noise if you are ready. And the wobbly wiggly bots are here from Alcalá is taking on again in Frost. We'll see how well the defending champions do. They have a strong challenge ahead of them to repeat as champions with their beautiful and Spain representing robot. We have Frost over here trying their very best to flip all of the blocks over to blue, and it looks like they've done so successfully. As a reminder, Wobbly Wiggly Bots in the yellow, Frost in the blue, and my oh my, these guys are moving very fastly in the first 20 seconds, Robert.
And remember that you can make all photos and videos and upload them to social media with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026. Remember then that at 1 we are having lunch. You can have lunch here at the Polytechnic School, and then at 3:30 volunteers from this Eurobot Spain will go with you to the City Hall and Concejalía de Educación for getting that tour. So we encourage you to have lunch here with us.
My oh my, what fantastic speed over here from Wobbly Wiggly Bots, taking 2 points over here and coming all the way back to the nest in just the blink of an eye. Incredible speed, while we see Frost moving very diligently and very carefully. It looks like these two robots are working very closely together to try to steal each other's points. My oh my, is this an exciting match? This is an exciting round here, Robert.
Yes, we are seeing a lot of movement, and we see this robot with the NeoPixel ring full of color. And now we are seeing the Simas start to move, and we are in the last seconds of this match. We are having this Polish robot all finished, and we've reached the end of this match.
Absolutely incredible pieces here. Both robots came into their nest with just 3-4 seconds left to go. Both of them going to get those 10 points. I think both of them can be very happy, but my oh my, the incredible speed that these guys have shown, the precision. It's gearing up to be a very exciting round number 3. We'll see if Wobbly Wiggly Bots can repeat as champions this year at the end of round number 3.
Here the Discovery teams with the Serbian ones. So in any moment we are going to see the results for the match that we have just seen. And now in the other field we are seeing I think it's Robocraft from Novi Sad in Serbia, and the other J12, which is Discovery 2 from Manuba in Tunisia. So teams seem to be prepared, and now volunteers will be flipping the acorns in order to have the color set.
My oh my, this is good. This has to be the story. This has to be the story coming in to round number 3 today and for tomorrow. Discovery 2 with a massive lead. They're going to have to try to do their best to maintain their composure against a very difficult and very challenging Robocraft, but my oh my, is it going to be crazy with this speed. It's so big, but it moves so fast, Robert, their robot.
Yes, it's a very agile and very fast robot we are seeing here today. But also, we are seeing this J03 from Novi Sad, and we are expecting them also to get a lot of points today.
The finishing touches have been made for Discovery 1, as well as for Robocraft. It looks as if the contestants are ready.
Okay,
the referee's blocks, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready?
I don't hear you, so maybe you can make some noise in the crowd. Aye. Okay, so Discovery 2 versus... I don't see...
Robocraft. Discovery 2 in the yellow.
And Robocraft will be blue for today. Okay, so I think that we are ready.
And they're off again very quickly here. Discovery 2 with a very quick start, looking to steal as many pieces as they can from the opposing side. This strategy has worked so consistently for them, Robert, from the last 2 rounds.
Yes.
Going and moving very quickly over there. Robocraft is going to have a tough task on their hands in the last part of today's round.
Yeah, for sure. We are seeing this Robocraft with that clause. Moving all across the field while we're having a Discovery 2 with that suction caps, so they can flip the acorns.
Oh my gosh, and how much fun this must be for these young contestants as well too.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier, the fantastic availability, the accessibility of robots now. This is certainly a lot better than my remote control car when I was young. Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing this Serbian robot moving the cursor for temperature. And I see a lot of yellow in this field.
I'm seeing a lot of yellow as well. My oh my, they're moving so fast. Strong communication here from Robocraft that they're communicating very well.
We are seeing those families helping.
Very methodical, very well timed here from Discovery 1. It seems as if maybe they've hit a bit of a hump. We'll see if Robocraft can get more blue blocks onto their side in the last 30 seconds.
Yes, and getting videos that can be uploaded with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026. I think we are in the last seconds now. In anywhere soon, these Simas are going to start to move. We are now seeing This Sima's moving.
It looks like that they're going to have some trouble here trying to get back into the nest at the end. Only a few seconds remaining.
Only one Sima for
grabbing one
Rockcraft.
of the Simas, bringing them home with them.
And there is no movement. We are ended for this match.
My, oh my. These last 15 seconds, Robert, are absolutely insane. How fast these guys go. It seems that they're so collected. They have such a strong strategy. And then finally, when it comes down to the last 15 seconds, chaos breaks loose. But a fantastic performance from both of our sides here today, Discovery 2 and RoboCraft.
Okay. Let's see if we can take the points from the previous match. We are seeing 103 points from Wobbly Wibbly Bots and 91 from Frost. We are seeing the team celebrating in the crowd.
Alcalá de Henares has to be so proud of their home team. Wildly Wigglybots, 103 points. Robert, we talked so early about consistency. These guys are not only maintaining their consistency across these matches, but now across years having strong performances.
But the problem is that they have a great consistency, but Discovery 2 is also having a great consistency, so it's going to be difficult for them.
Oh my, yes, you're right.
Okay, so now we have Crocobot from Serbia with Gertrude Robotics from Belgium. Okay, we are seeing these teams getting ready their robots. They have 2 minutes 30 seconds left for preparing. And we are seeing how this is going.
Referees very closely judging.
Okay, let's ask these teams. How did you saw this last match?
What is the question?
How do you see the last match? Are you happy? Are you willing to get most points even?
Well, some things got ruined, but there's no problem. We've got the most points, so everything is good, everything is okay.
Okay.
And let's ask maybe our youngest contestants of today over here for RoboCraft. Any of their opinions? It looks like they're actually having a strong conversation. I don't want to get in the middle of that.
They are having a discussion about if they have scored more or less.
Very serious conversations taking place over here. Again, they may look young, they may look small, but wow, their maturity and their determination ages beyond that.
Very nervous. So here we are seeing our volunteers getting ready the field for the next match. Upcoming Crocobot in yellow and Gertrude Robotics in blue as their shirts. Okay, we have the Serbian team ready and also the Belgium one is ready.
I believe that the referees have the points ready. Alcalá de Henares, are you ready for this next match of round number 3?
Okay, so it seems we are ready.
And they're off. Crocobots represented today are in this round in yellow and Gertrude Robotics in the blue. We're going to see how well these teams can maintain their composure as well as their momentum heading into this final match of round number 3. Like we said earlier today, consistency is such a huge part for these teams and really only few points separate 4th place from last. We'll see how well these guys can do with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. Robert.
Well, we're seeing this Belgian robot quite slow. I think they are making a fine-tune so they can leave the pieces in the correct area. We are seeing Crocobot with the cursor. Maybe no, it's pushing that acorns into place, and now it's gonna move for the other acorns.
Pushing and pulling is such a great way to describe it. I love too, Robert, that in the beginning, Crocobot has maintained the same strategy. They always want to try to move the thermometer first. They're always trying to get the easiest points first and try to get those more difficult ones for last when it matters the most.
Yeah, for sure. We're seeing now this Gertrude Robotics pushing, I think, the acorns into another area, and maybe they have already moved the cursors and I didn't saw that. Okay, so now we are seeing this Crocobot pushing a blue acorn and try to flip, but it wouldn't be possible.
All of their routes, I mean, for first-time viewers, wait, here come the Simas in the last 15 seconds.
Yes, we're seeing the Simas moving, pushing some another robot has fallen. some trouble with teams. Something has happened here. Oh my god.
Seemingly one of it looked like one of the ninjas maybe moved earlier. I'm not really so sure, but obviously some strong type of discussion seemingly to be had between Crocobot and the other referees here. Robert, interesting stuff.
Okay, so this match has come to an end. Now, in a few moments, we are going to see the points earned by Gertrude Robotics and Crocobot. Maybe let's ask, how have you seen this match? Are you happy with this?
I am very happy because we did what we planned and everything went well, and also against us, from what I see, they also worked great, and so I think this was a very good match.
Okay, let's ask Crocobot if they are happy with these results. Hi guys, how are you today? Are you happy with your robot? Or you're too shy, you can say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we are waiting for these referees to take the points made by both teams.
As we wait for the results here from some of these points, let's shift our focus back again over to Field B, where seemingly we still have Discovery 2 and Robocraft having a discussion about seemingly a rule placement that happened at during the last match. I mean, Robert, in a competition like this, the margins and what makes 1 point versus no points, it's so small. It can be so difficult sometimes.
Yes, for sure. We need to take every millimeter into account because any slight movement can upgrade the points. So we need to be very precise, have a lot of precision with these measurements.
And what a testament again to the intelligence of these fine men and women, the level of detail that they're able to maintain, possess, and the consistency that they show in their attitude and their effort. It's fantastic, really inspiring stuff. Absolutely inspiring.
Yeah, for sure. We are seeing now these teams. I think that they are now going to leave the stage. And we are going to get the points, but we still see the referees discussing about the points earned by both teams. Here also we are not seeing many movement. We are waiting for these referees to tell us the results from both teams.
So tell me, Robert, while we wait for that, I mean, obviously we've seen a host of different types of robots, different types of controls here for us today. In your opinion, what's the most important part of the robot? Is it the wheels? Is it how they collect them? Is it the motor? Is it the control? What is it? Tell me.
I think everything is very important because without wheels it's not going to move, without claws it's not going to do any challenge, with the PCBs it's not going to work nothing, and with the controller it's not going to move. So every part is very important and needs to work perfectly. We are seeing some teams that one little part, for example the battery of the controller is dead and the robot cannot work, and they are competing without robot because one part, a small part of their controller.
Seemingly crazy.
So I think we are having Crocobot with 88 points and Gertrude Robotics with 83. It's almost a tie, but Crocobot wins this match.
And albeit, again, maybe small margins here in this match, small margins that we have in the table, small margins that we have between these teams, these 5 points could make a huge difference at the end of round 3 and moving into tomorrow for rounds 4 and 5. Again, Gertrude Robotics with 83 and our winners for this match. 88 for Crocobot from Serbia, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, of course. Also, these Crocobot, they very young kids making these robots.
It's crazy. I mean, Robert, what were you doing when you were 9, 10 years old?
Well, I think I was in the 5th year of primary, and I was starting with robots, but not at this level.
It's insane. It's insane.
Okay, we are seeing that. Remember, guys, the most active user in social media with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026 will receive a prize. Remember, you can post stories, posts in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Remember to use hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026.
What do you think that some of our contestants and some of our fans can expect going on the tour later today? I mean, seeing Plaza Cervantes, seeing Alcalá, Henares, a lot of cool things, yeah?
I think they will gonna see Plaza Cervantes, the University, and all other iconic places. Remember, only if you are Eurobot Junior participant, fill in the survey using the QR code in screen. That way we can make better this competition for next editions.
Guys, come on. I know you already have your phone in your hand. For those of you watching at home, probably doing the same, go ahead, scan that QR code, give us some feedback, let us know, help us improve, yeah?
And when you end giving that feedback, make some photos of you, some stories, some posts, and use hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026.
X or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Do people use Facebook still?
Yeah, some people use Facebook, but
I think my mom and dad use Facebook.
mom, dad, grandpa, but use TikTok, Instagram, those kind of things that
Of
are
course.
more like a Eurobot Junior.
Of course, of course, of course.
Okay, so we're waiting for these points, I think.
Yes, seemingly so. In our next competition, it looks like we're going to have Factor Sorpresa from Spain and Electrobot going on in what I think is going to be a very, very high-stakes competition. Both of these two have performed very well thus far. We're going to see if they can maintain this momentum.
Yes, this Factor Sorpresa from Cantabria and this Electrobot from France are going to have the next match. Okay, so Factor Sorpresa is going to be in yellow and Electrobot is going to be in blue.
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited again to see this Electrobot team. Probably one of my favorite robots of the competition, this sort of behind the back or through the gate style.
Yes,
Very unique design that we're seeing from a lot of
really
people.
curious, like we are seeing the teams cleaning some dust that can be in the field because these wheels are very precise and any dust can make them drift. Okay, we are seeing other members from in-game team arriving to this stage B. Teams have 2 minutes 21 seconds to get ready their robots and then they cannot touch. When that time ends, our volunteers will flip the acorns in order to have the lottery correctly placed in our field.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm seeing this Electrobot using a ESP32 controller. Some of teams may use Arduino, but here I'm seeing ESP. Maybe I can try to seek what are... No, this is like very covered, so I'm not going to be able to tell which technology they are using.
Robert, there's so many different parts for some of these robots. They have obviously so many different motions, so many cables, sensors.
Yes.
I mean, for some of our first-time viewers, for people that are interested in robotics, I mean, where do you get these? I mean, you can't just go to a Mercadano or a Dia and buy these types of things, can you?
Well, you can go to, for example, here in Alcalá, we have several stores that can sell this type of content. And in Amazon or AliExpress, you can also get these components. And usually they are not so expensive, so anyone can start with a small kit and get introduced in this world of robotics.
What would you recommend for someone that is starting robotics for the first time? Obviously, you said a small kit. Typically, some of these come all together, right? You don't have to buy the specific parts, right?
Yes. For example, when I started, we were using Crumble, and then we used Arduino. That can be programmed with blocks like Scratch, but some of the teams, I suppose, they are going to be using C++ or the Arduino flavor of C.
Is there any that you think, obviously, everyone has its own pros and cons? What's the most useless? R, do you think? I used R before. Never really liked R.
No one likes R. So the block coding is easier for teams because it's already predefined. But the traditional coding is harder, but you can customize better the movements of your robot. So that depends a lot on the team. We're seeing that maybe the volunteers are going to start now flipping the acorns to get ready for the competition.
And of course, with these robots, again, the more precise you can make it, maybe the more things that can go wrong. But everything that goes right, the more precise you are, the better it is for you, the better it is for your team. Ultimately, the better it is for your points and your performance.
Yeah, for sure. For example, if you get a custom code, it's going to be more precise, but you can have more bugs, and that's pros and cons you have to decide when making your robot. And I think that we are going to be ready for this match.
All right, the contestants are ready, the referees are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started.
Okay,
Again, Factor
we're
Sorpresa in
seeing
the
the
yellow and
first
Electrobot in
movements.
the blue. Electrobot coming out very quickly here. Oh, but Factor Sorpresa coming out even faster, although a bit delayed. I'm loving this robot here with the speed as well as that mirror. Oh my goodness. It looks like they're going fishing, but Robert, they're fishing for a lot of points. Look at how fast this one's moving.
Yeah, we're seeing some flipping here with this Electrobot. And also this Factor Sorpresa, which has those mirrors in order to see better what is around the robot. Now it's moving the cursor to get the temperature correctly. And also this Electrobot is doing the same.
They're wasting no time whatsoever. They got out of the gate so quickly. And again, Electrobot as well here. Maybe not moving as fast, but look at the focus. Look at the concentration. It's so obvious that they have really, really designed the route that they wanted from the beginning. They really know what they're doing.
Yes, also it's going so fast. Sometimes we not see how they move their cursors. And now we are seeing they're moving more acorns. There are some trouble in those Factor Sorpresa. Last 30 seconds of this match. Okay, we're seeing some movement. They are having a dispute in those acorn placement.
Factor Sorpresa seemingly having
a small
a bit of
fight.
an argument with Electrobot, trying to move the opposing blocks, playing defense
Okay,
more than
we're
offense.
seeing now the Simas start to move. And the robots are returning into place. We are 4, 3, 2, 1, and this match has ended.
Wow, I'm so amazed here. Both teams seem like they had a set strategy, different ones, more control from Electrobot, more speed from Factor Sorpresa, but seemingly they both got the job done.
Yes, of course. Now let's head to the other stage. We are seeing this game team from France and Walter and the Chimpanks from El Salvador.
Already we've got the contestants ready, the referees are ready. There's nothing left to do but get started, yeah?
Okay, so we are ready here in field B. So let's get started. We are seeing some trouble with color placement. Game team in yellow and Walter and Chimpanks in blue. Okay, so we start this match quite fast from both teams. We are seeing this game team robot moving quite fast, flipping some acorns, while Walter and the Chimpanks are pushing them to the correct places.
Game team from France in the yellow and Walter and the Chipmunks from El Salvador in the blue. Oh my gosh, it is, I have no idea who's going to win it. It's absolutely incredible how fast they're moving so quickly, as well with such great control. Madre mia, Robert, it's absolutely incredible.
Yes, and as before, we are seeing these family members recording the match. They can upload with hashtag Eurobot Spain 2026. We are seeing this communication between the French team that are moving the cursor, I think, or flipping some acorns. We are also seeing this Walter and the Chimpanks team continue pushing the acorns to the correct places.
Absolutely great communication from both sides here. Walter and the Chipmunks moving very quickly, as well as game team.
Yes, for sure. We are seeing how they put the acorns in the starting area. We are 30 seconds left.
I'm very curious to see what the end game is going to look like for game team here. They have 6 really large Simas. Let's see if they can make it out. Let's see if they can make it out.
Yes, we are now 20 seconds to go. We still see how this game team robot has the acorns catch. Now we are gonna see the first Simas start to move, and we have all the Simas moving.
Oh my goodness, how incredibly fast
5
game
seconds
team Simas
left.
are moving. They're really trying to get in. 2 seconds left.
And
Walter
this
and the
is
Chipmunks
the
and game
end.
team both getting in their nests in perfect timing. Wow, what an incredible performance from both these two teams. Absolutely incredible.
Okay, so let's check in field A if we have the points from the referees already, or they're still deciding about the points. We are seeing some ties here.
Every point counts here. Every point matters. These teams know this. These teams know how valuable every opportunity is to score. We're going to see here, again, the referees, the teams chatting trying to get as many as they can, boasting their claim for the points and eventually the title of the best team at Eurobot 2026 final.
Yes, we are seeing now how these teams are talking with the referees in order to decide how they are gonna be receiving points today. Let's ask, how did you saw this match? Like, how did you saw this match? Are you happy with the result? Did your robot expect to do other thing?
Not really. We couldn't put all our elements in the spots.
Okay, and here, how did you saw this match?
I think we did good because most of the simas went to the place they should. We tied two places because of a little bit, but I think it's a very good game.
Okay, so Colin, as you were saying before, we are seeing some ties because of these millimetric movements. So now we are deciding how to give points to each team.
It's going to be very close here coming down to the end, Robert. I'm so excited to see how these points are going to come. What an incredible first day that we've had thus far. Field B and Field A both have given us incredible matches, such incredible drama leading up to the next day. I honestly cannot believe it. We are in store for some serious surprises.
Yes,
as we
of
move
course.
forward.
And now in some minutes, 15 minutes, it's going to be 1 o'clock, and you can go to our cafeteria to have lunch. Remember, to take the ticket, you have to be in the first level, and then for receive the food, you have to go downstairs. I think there is pasta and some other things. It's going to be quite good. Every day is good food here in the Polytechnic School, so I encourage every one of you to go have lunch with us today. And then we will have the tour at 3:30. We will be waiting for you in order to go together to Alcalá Center.
While we wait for some of these referees to tally the points, I'd love to know from some of our teams here, particularly here from Game Team. Game Team, if you have a second, can you tell me, your machine is so big, it's so beautiful. What was the most difficult part of making your machine?
The most difficult part was to imagine the system because returning the nuts was a difficult problem for us, and we take a long of time to have an idea to make the system.
It seemingly came out very well. You guys are doing very well in this tournament. Again, like I said, the machine is very beautiful. Can you tell me a little bit more? How long did it take you to make? We've heard some people say 2 months. Some people started from September. How long did it take to make this robot?
We take 5 months.
5 months? Oh my goodness gracious. And you said the most difficult part was the design, yes?
Yes, because we take a long of time, like 2 or 3 months, just to have the idea of the system.
Gosh, fantastic. Well, yeah, that's a great performance today. We're looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time, Game Team.
Okay, so we're ending with these reviews for points. In both fields, we are seeing a lot of movement. Remember, we have to change the venue for the reception. We will be at the Department of Education in Calle Santiago, number 20. Remember, with that QR code, you can have the map in order to go there. But anyways, we will be going with you together at 3:30. We're going to exit from this Polytechnic School in order to go with you to Alcalá Center.
And that specific address to come together, ladies and gentlemen, is Calle Santiago 20. Is that 20?
Yeah,
20.
Calle Santiago 20. You have the QR code to get the address on Google Maps.
Forgive me, Robert. I forgot my glasses today. I don't know, but it's a little small. But yes,
yeah,
Calle Santiago 20.
It's better in this screen.
That it is. Wow.
Yes. Okay, so we are having Game Team 145 points and Walter and the Chimpank 61.
Wow, wow, wow. So obviously from Game Team here, taking all of that time to create, to design the robot, all those hard-working 5 months, it's paying off for them pretty big here with 145 points. They're rivaling. I think that's the third largest score for today after Discovery 2.
Yes, but this doesn't mean nothing because tomorrow we have a day full of matches, so this can change a lot.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Walter the Chipmunk still firmly in the conversation with 61 points. At the end of the day today, we're going to see that table. We'll see how close some of these scores
and
are.
remember, if you are an Eurobot Junior participant, fill in the survey using this QR code on screen so that we can make this better for next years. Okay, so maybe we can go into the crowd. I will go downstairs and talk to someone so they can tell us how they are looking this competition from downstairs. A ver cómo bajo yo. I cannot exit this area. Vamos a ver si puedo. Vamos a entrevistar a alguien. Okay, so we are gonna be waking up people. So tell me, for example, for you, how are you having this day today? Are you enjoying the day?
But mal en inglés.
Bueno, maybe you have a better English and want to share something?
Maybe the competition is very entertainment, and we learn a lot about the robotics. ¿Qué más puedo decir?
Okay, we are gonna find some other teams so that they can tell something. So I think you're Walter and the Chimpanks from El Salvador. Do you want to share something with us? Any one of you? So how are you looking this competition today?
No, we're very excited. We're very excited because we are meeting a lot of people, and we are, I mean, the guys, the kids are learning a lot. So it's very, very exciting to be here in Spain, in Alcalá de Henares, a very beautiful place, and we're very happy to be meeting with you guys.
Okay, thank you, especially because from El Salvador to here are like 14 hours of plane, something like that. So it's quite a journey to get here. Thank you very much.
Incredible journey.
Okay, so we are seeing now the volunteers getting ready on the field. And we have game team with 145 points and Walter and the Chimpanks with 61.
Again, I'm so incredibly surprised by how just the range of these points here today. But again, also anything is possible. Anything is possible, Robert, and just in general, anything is possible with these matches here today. We've seen points as low as 24 to all the way to 155. The delta in which the teams can accumulate points is so fascinating. It's so incredible.
And
now
we
here we
have
have
the scoreboard. Discovery 2 with 434 points. Game team 351. Electrobot 328. Factor Sorpresa 282, Discovery 1 263, Wibbly Bots 254, Crocobot 240, Robocraft 238, Frost 226, and Gertrude Robotics 211. So guys, we are finished. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow at 9, and remember, you can have lunch here at the Polytechnic School in our cafeteria located in the South Building. Later at 3:30, the volunteers we will with you so that we can go together to the Alcalá Center, and we will meet there at 4:30. So that's all for today.
Thank you very much again for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colin. This is Robert, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're the first PCB company realizing online quoting, ordering, tracking, and fully automatic manufacturing management. Customers take 3 minutes to order online. Then order data will be transmitted and changed into production instructions. From ordering, production to delivery, every step is visible and trackable. We finished all processes in the most efficient way. Now, we are building more SMT assembly production lines for larger assembly volume. We are trying to reduce delivery times, 2 to 3 days to USA, 3 to 4 days to Europe. To keep delivering PCBs to your door, whatever may be happening around the world, we promise to stand with every engineer to help you accelerate your hardware development and more easily to turn your ideas into real, high-quality products.